reset the whole thing. So it's immense pressure on Harrison Burton tonight to get himself into the playoffs.
Yeah, you talk about the final shot to get
Here we go.
You got to think about this guy, Jeb Burton.
I actually went live just now, and then I realized that my stream key wasn't actually connected to my account.
Yeah,
So
he said
there we
tonight
go.
is
We're live now.
Last chance at a playoff spot.
We're live now.
Key tonight to give yourself
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the fuck is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day.
Because we're starting deep in the field. We missed it a little bit today. We're too loose in qualifying. And yesterday we were P4 in practice. So it seemed like a lot of the guys that were struggling yesterday, that were tight, were really fast in qualifying. So maybe the track
Happy Saturday, everyone. Hell yeah.
really hard, Kim.
So today I literally already went live, but I realized that my stream key wasn't connected to this account, so that's awkward. Today we have the New Way 200. Fucking, I don't know what that name is. From Gateway Motorsports Park Worldwide Technology Raceway is what they call it now. It's supposed to be St. Louis, but it's not. It's actually not even in the same state. It's in Madison, Illinois. Yeah. That's the case there. Connor Zilish starts on pole once again. My pick to win today is Connor Zilish. My boy Sheldon starts in 15th. Green flag is at 7:40, so that's about 20 minutes from now. It's a 140 lap race around a 1.25 mile racetrack.
Ready to start today's pre-race ceremonies. Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It is a privilege to serve those who serve. It's now time for our pre-race ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise as you are able and remove your hats as the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Motor Racing Outreach's Senior Chaplain Billy Malden offers our invocation.
Tonight we remember a member of our NASCAR family, former driver Phil Barkle. Heavenly Father, as we pray and recognize your presence in our lives, Lord, we pray that you'll be with his family and bring them comfort. Father, watch over these drivers, teams, officials. Lord, bless us with a great night, a safe night of racing. Lord, may all the fans enjoy and create great memories being a part of this event. Father, be with the men and women of our armed forces, first responders everywhere. Watch over them, keep them safe. May your peace and your presence surround us all. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And now, to perform our national anthem, please welcome local singing sensation, Caroline Geringer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flag, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
America.
Golden Corral has supported our veterans for over 2 decades through military
America.
appreciation nights.
So yes, the breakdown of tonight's race, it is a 160 lap race around a 1.25 mile racetrack. That makes it a 200-mile race. 7:40 is the green flag. That's 6:40 local time in Madison, Illinois. The race is on the CW. Stage 1 is 35 laps. Stage 2 is also 35 laps. The final stage is the final 90 laps. There's 4 sets of fuel, or 4 sets of tires, and fuel is 70 to 75 laps. So in the first 2 stages, you will not have to pit under green, but if the final stage went green, you definitely would. So yeah, Connor Zilish is on pole. My boy Sheldon starts in 15th. My pick for the win today is Connor Zilish. I think he fucking wins, like, what would it be? I don't even know. It's just ridiculous numbers he's putting up.
Scary fast. I'm a big rock. And while you're down there posing for pictures, I'm seeing the bigger picture from up here. And this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. Photo bomb! And if you don't have the right insurance, this could really flatten your savings. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Tonight, it's Pac-12 After Dark on CW Football Saturday, when San Diego State battles future Pac-12 rival Washington State. CW Football Saturday, tonight at 10:15 Eastern, 7:15 Pacific.
Car accident. Here's what it means when we say Catalano wins. Insurance offer, $0. Catalano law result, $100,000. Insurance offer, $10,000. Our result, $264,000. Insurance offer, $500,000. Our result, $1.3 million. Now you know why Syracuse calls Catalano law. Catalano wins, call 500-5000.
The National News Desk, a network of 4,000 local journalists. This chemical is so toxic that it was removed from children's toys, covers America's news.
Well, I used Brad crashing as a thumbnail because I literally could not find, like, another fucking thumbnail. I was trying to find a picture, like the perfect picture for, like, from the 2010 race, and I just could not find one of them just, like, racing, you know? And it was so infuriating. I'm like, I want... Because I usually don't like to use an action shot like that as my thumbnail. I usually like to have like a shot that has like kind of like you can see the backdrop of the racetrack in the background or something like that with the cars racing. But I couldn't find one like that. It was literally just. I was like, all right, I guess I'll go with this.
Nothing's off limits.
This is who we are, and this is who we're going to be.
Unfiltered Soccer, presented by Volkswagen.
But yeah,
Wherever you get your podcast.
Did you guys see the end of that Fresno State, fucking Oregon State game?
We're here with stories on
I was like, damn, they actually got the touchdown. And then the other team got the field goal because they left too much time on the clock. And then they were going for the final drive, and then a fucking interception to blow it. I definitely was super invested in that game.
Central YouTube channel with exclusive content. Watch what you want, when you want. Get more. Subscribe now to CNY Central on YouTube.
I'm also missing Red Sox tonight. I think this will be the first.
Welcome to NXT.
I don't know because I won't be live for any of the series this week or any of the games this weekend. So I don't know. Like, is this my first series that I've missed all year, just entirely? I'm not sure, but I feel like it might be. I don't know. I think there's a Blue Jays or a White Sox series somewhere that I missed.
Heavy rear damage here, guys. 37th career Busch Series start. 7th victory for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here he comes. Kevin Harvick does it.
Sunsetting over Worldwide Technology Raceway as the NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers wrap up their regular season, and it has been a hot summer for Connor Zilish, who has a series leading 8 wins this year, including 6 of the last 7 races.
He's making his first
Six
start
of the
at
last
St.
7
Louis in
races
any
is crazy.
series. That did not slow him down. He was one of the fastest cars in practice yesterday. Backed it up, winning the pole here today. To no shock of his crew chief, Marty Lindley, who's told me it's like sticking Kyle Larson in a car. He can race fast anywhere. Connor told us after qualifying, their team really doesn't have a weakness. They're looking for the regular season championship, 20 points ahead of his teammate Justin Allgaier, and he's got good.
What time does that other game start? Because that kind of like puts a time limit on this race. I know there's a game after this, but I don't know how long they like. If they push that over, or... Bro, give me the fucking guide. Jesus Christ.
Still ended up losing.
And we have till 10:30, the 10:15.
And he said the same thing to me earlier today. He said, I needed to have the worst day ever to lose it last year, and did. We don't wish that on Connor, but that may be what it takes for us ultimately to get it done tonight. Ultimately, they just want to keep it in-house at JRM. Good shot at that for both the 88 and 7. Time to go racing here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Let's get the command.
Sports and deliver those most famous words in motorsports. It's New Way sales manager Mike Townsend.
Hello, St. Louis! On behalf of all the great employees at New Way, we welcome you to the very first New Way 200. All right, race fans, are you guys ready? Woo! God bless our troops. God bless our vets. God bless America. Drivers, start your engines.
That guy was clown.
All right, no more wondering exactly how this Xfinity race will turn out. The regular season title up for grabs, the playoffs on the line, and the green flag on the way. We'll be right back.
Is this the final race before their playoffs?
Back to
I thought
the game
Bristol
I
was the
love.
final race
It's
before their
great to be able to
playoffs.
keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos.
No,
And
Bristol's the
Camzyos,
first race of their
my symptoms have
playoffs.
improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see,
Interesting.
and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven
Check
to reduce
Discord for
obstruction
thumbnail.
of the heart 4 times
Yeah, let's
more.
see if this one's
Camzyos
better.
may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain
Fucking
other
come on,
medicines.
where the
Do
hell
not
is Discord?
stop, start,
Jesus
or
Christ,
change
I cannot
medicines
focus
or
on
dose
anything
without
today.
telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for
No, I
medical
saw
or
that
some
one. I didn't really
symptoms.
like that one either.
Camzyos is only
That one
available
I
through a
saw, and I
restricted
didn't
program.
like it.
Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Feel the thunder.
Tomorrow, the toughest bull riders on earth team up for the Camping World Team Series.
Only the best of the best.
10 teams, 5 riders, 1 goal.
Yeah, I'd already seen that one. I like to have one usually where I can see somewhat of a backdrop of the racetrack. You know, like you can actually see like not just the ground. I don't know. I'm kind of picky with my thumbnails.
1:30 Pacific on the CW.
I'm picky. I'm a picky person, dude.
Defenders are pursued by the specialized
But I appreciate the what's it called? The effort.
The #1 pick in 2008, a champion with every team she's played for, Candace Parker. Now she's got a new
I mean, any Gateway Xfinity race would be fine, I guess.
She's a national
Just has to be
champion,
Xfinity.
5-time gold medalist, the #1 draft pick and rookie of the year, Aaliyah Boston. 2 generations, 1
Well, see, the one that I have,
Our show is definitely
it's fine. It's fine. It does the job.
New episodes every Wednesday.
Your husband's name, your daughter's name, your own name, your address, memories of your mother, memories of your father.
Many side impact.
Well, luckily, this race isn't actually in St. Louis.
Brain injuries resulting in a loss of memory.
Are the Cardinals actually playing in St. Louis right now?
Those
It's kind of crazy. You'd think they would like.
Insurance companies don't see it that way, so they will deny and delay. That's why you're going to need experts in forensics to build a bulletproof case. The only way to win is with a team, so don't go it alone.
Yeah, they are.
It's Why Am I a Mets Fan with me, Samantha Croston, and me, Ashley Winscow.
It's kind of crazy.
I can't wait for the Subway Series. Can you believe Soto homered in his first at bat? This is Why Am I a Mets Fan. You've got to watch.
Are you getting any benefits with your current checking account? With Benefits Checking from Seneca Savings, you get VIP access to everyday life. Enjoy local dining deals, travel savings, ID theft support, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and more. Savings for you that could add up to $304 a year or more. All this just for having the right checking account. Stop into any branch today and upgrade your checking. Seneca Savings, for life's journeys.
LA for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We got a great night for it. In about 3 hours, we'll know the 12 drivers going for the crown in 2025. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Here we are in the broadcast booth with Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. 3 playoff positions remain. This night is fun for us, but Jamie, for those drivers around the cut line, it is stressful.
Yeah, we've both been in the position of being on that cutoff line and the pressure it presents, but I like Harrison Burton's chances. I think being up 31 points, it's going to be really hard for Jeb to be able to overcome that unless Harrison has some issues early.
Right, and I think for Jeb, he's going to rue the day that was Talladega earlier this year when he lost that race by just inches, but I have to give him a shout out. He knows that it's probably unrealistic to get it done.
This is my home track. Yeah, this is actually my home track. I was born about 20 minutes away from where this racetrack is.
To beat 13 points, it's a big deal. For those two, they're just trying to qualify for the playoffs. Connor Zilic is already in. He wants the regular season championship. He can run it down to
Why are the lights already off on the base car?
We're green next in St. Louis.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the big picture. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it.
Oh yeah, that's right, he is. I love that guy.
May cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
In Toronto's war on crime, the worst offenders are pursued by the Specialized Criminal Investigations Unit. These are their stories.
I don't know where to start. Truth is usually easiest to remember.
Your boyfriend got killed and you got caught fleeing the country.
Stabbed multiple times in the back.
I didn't kill her. I loved her.
This was no crime of passion.
Check for.
This was a
No, you got a cup thumbnail.
Sometimes the dead do speak.
Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent. Series premiere Wednesday, September 24th.
See, I like those.
September baseball.
I like the first one better, but yeah, I'll probably use the first one.
This weekend on Yes. It's a statement series.
Oh my, it has come to this.
Andy's doing my work for me. I appreciate that.
Bombers battle the first place Blue Jays, and the AL East is up for grabs.
I like the first one better.
You want to win the division.
The Yankees road to October runs on Yes. Yankees. Blue
Yeah, Denny
Jays.
Hamlin on pole for tomorrow. Did you change your profile picture, Rafa?
Looking to get stronger? This is your year. Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
I can't even really tell what that is.
We're gonna feel this tomorrow.
We're just gonna keep showing up.
But that's
Showing
cool.
up.
Showing up.
You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends September 12th.
Sid, I have the best idea ever. I had to call you.
Allie Riley, pro soccer star, chronically unlocked.
Right, give me the tea.
Sydney LaRue, World Cup champ, trash talk legend.
We should start a podcast. Everyone has a podcast. But this podcast will be called BFFR. BFFR. Yeah, best friends for real. We could be 100% real 100% of the time. BFFR, I'm 100% in.
2 soccer icons, 1 podcast, 0 chill.
Oh, that's cool.
NASCAR Xfinity Series racing in St. Louis for the 16th time, qualifying earlier today. It's an all-rookie front row. Let's get the starting grid.
Of course I remember the 91.
A couple of watch tonight. Williams Wallach is going to be in 3rd. Christian Eckes in 10. The only way these guys make the playoffs is to win the race tonight. And then Harrison Burton, the last driver currently above the playoff cut line, is going to start 6th, has a 31-point advantage on his cousin, Jeb.
Hey, speaking of Harrison's cousin, Jeff Burton has come off a 7th place finish at Portland, and he starts 19th as he tries to catch that 25 car. And the man chasing Zillage for the regular season championship, Justin Allgaier, rolls out 14th. He finished 3rd here in the last Xfinity race back in 2010.
Oh, and I got one for you here. Sammy Smith qualified in row 11. The only time the 8 car was able to win here at St. Louis was 21 years ago. It's also the last time Chevrolet won an Xfinity Series race at St. Louis.
And we like to see young drivers getting a chance in the Xfinity Series. How about Lamar Scott making his 2nd career start tonight? He's finished top 10 in all but one ARCA race this year, and he'll come from 36th.
Some really good nuggets, right?
Hey, look at us. Full of info tonight.
Hey, you want more info? Let's go to pit road and get some updates there. We start with Dylan Welch.
Well, and Adam, sometimes a driver just fits with a racetrack, and that seems to be the case for Nick Sanchez in this one. He's run so well here in the Truck Series that he wanted his team to try to recreate the feeling he's had in his trucks as closely as they could to the Xfinity car, and they've seemingly done that. He was 2nd fastest in qualifying earlier today, but was conscious when we spoke earlier that he didn't want to just have a fast car in qualifying. Knew they needed a long-run car, so maybe bad news for everybody else. They are pretty happy with the long-run speed they had in practice, too. So the 48 is fast again, Kim, and in position to have good runs on back-to-back weeks.
Well, Dylan, another fast car is William Sawalich. He had speed in both practice and qualifying, 3rd place starting position. And crew chief Jeff Mendering told me tonight it is all or nothing for them in terms of
You hate William Sawalich? How come?
Point their way in. He said if they can't win outright, expect them to gamble if there is an opportunity. This team has seen an uptick in performance over the summer months. This rookie finally settling into his role. We'll see if it continues here tonight.
Dylan and Kim talking about those rookies, 3 of them on the front 2 rows, 7 in the top 11 when you look at the starting grid tonight. Pacing the field, the Toyota GR Supra. Zillage wins the pole, takes the outside lane. Let's go to the driver starting 19th. Pep talk, driver 27, Jeff Burton.
We're going back to what we always do. We're just going to work hard. We're going to push through this. If you need to take a lap to pop off. We'll get you back focused. We're going to have a good day. We're going to do what we do best. Poor buddy, I appreciate you.
Yeah, great info. I think, a good way to kind of calm your nerves a little bit before this starts. There's a lot riding on the line tonight for Jeb. Your kind of season can be on that, and you talked about they came so close to winning at Talladega, but they still do have a chance tonight.
I like when they give him the room to maybe spout some displeasure in that car, but then it's like, hey, get back to work, buddy.
Dylan talking about the importance of the long run. That final stage going to be critical tonight.
Lights are off, getting ready to go.
Strategy could be a big part of the equation. Track position is king here in St. Louis. NASCAR Xfinity Series hasn't raced here since October of 2010. So much on the line tonight.
All right, pace car's off, dipping down. Here we go.
To win the championship. We find out now.
Final race of the regular season for the Xfinity Series. Green flag is in the air.
We are racing in St. Louis in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
A lot of wiggles there just off the line, but it looks like a great start by Nick Sanchez.
A really good start. You saw Zillage took
Nick
the
Sanchez
outside,
takes the
hoping to carry
lead.
the momentum. It's like Sanchez might clear him right here on the exit of 2. Leaves Zillage just a little bit of room.
Zillage not going away. Midway down the back straightaway.
What's up, Biscuit? How you doing?
Turn 3.
Great side draft there by Connor Zillage down the back stretch. Now he's clear to the bottom as he's able to turn down and just run the line to exit the corner.
Gotta be frustrating if you're Sanchez because you were so close to clearing. Get that clean air. Sanchez to second. CZ leads lap 1.
And I think if it comes down to the last restart, you might see a little more aggression out of Nick Sanchez. But smart move, heads up right there. He was within just a few inches of being able to clear Connor and kind of see where his car is now, being behind him.
Taking bong hits. I'll be doing that in a bit.
Sense of urgency. Green flag. Restarts will be big as you try to capture some of that track position we talked about. And side by side here in the fourth, Mayer and Gray. Gray in a black and yellow 54. Outside of him, that green and black 41 is Sam Mayer. And waiting right behind him, here comes the veteran Eric Almirola. And what about the grouping on back? You got Harrison Burton, Austin Hill, Allgaier, and Waffle here.
And one of the things I'm seeing here as everyone tries to sort out is that high line is sort of working right now. We saw in Cup practice this in qualifying, which was before this race. The track really winded out. These drivers are experiencing that for the first time this weekend, and you're seeing that outside line prevail at times, especially down here in 3 and 4, as Austin Hill is wrapping that curve, Jamie, which you historically want to do. That's what they did in practice, but look at the outside prevail on the exit.
Yeah, they prepped this track with what they call a tire dragger. It cleans the track, puts a lot of rubber down. So when the Xfinity cars practiced yesterday, they were the first cars on the track.
Eating rice and beef. I like that.
The Cup cars really did a nice job of cleaning that off as well.
I ate a bunch of wings earlier.
Practiced up there yesterday, so
Probably like 15 wings. I ordered like 20 wings last night during football and fries, but then I only ate the fries and then like 2 wings and then I got full.
Allgaier trying to make it 3 wide right there on his teammate. At 7, Carlos again has really good roll speed through the middle, and I think he's actually going to get there.
Last time I was here, 15 years ago, Allgaier started on the pole, finished 3rd, led 88 laps. This is his home track, Riverton, Illinois, 90 minutes north of here. He wants to deliver the reigning champ outside of.
Can you go one stream without bong? No. No. I actually have. I mean, I literally have. Last Sunday.
See the 18 able to get by.
Last Sunday I didn't do anything during the stream.
Mayer gets his inside
The Red Sox stream.
as well. I'm with you though, Parker. It does seem like the top looks really good. A lot of momentum.
Question, do you think any of these drivers watched the last Gateway race? Yeah, probably.
Depending on the balance of your car.
You're probably pretty young, though.
We saw him shifting.
I mean, Allgaier was in the last race here.
Grips. It's going to be fun to kind of watch how these guys break this track down and what they're able to do.
Sam Mayer, tremendous in
Almirola might have been in the race, I'm not sure.
History here, outstanding in truck and ARCA competition. He's up to 3rd, and here's how Sawalish got 2nd away from Sanchez.
I like how he was able to stay so close to him on exit. Probably got Nick a little bit loose, lost some of his momentum. You see, the 18's able to actually clear him, but then that opened up the door for Sam Mayer behind. I don't feel like the 48's car is where he needs the balance right now.
Well, everything good we said about the outside does not seem to be working for him right now. He seems stuck out there right now, not able to get back as he finally slots in front of Taylor Gray here, the Toyota onboard that we're looking at Nick Sanchez. It just seemed like he was not able to find the grip that we were seeing further back in the pack. Some drivers were able to use that outside line to their advantage.
Let's remind everyone how this works. For most drivers up in the top 10, they kind of know their playoff situation. Zilich has already won, he is in. Mayer is in. Almirola's not even eligible for the championship. Sanchez has won. But the other driver in the top 5, William Sawalish, he's got to win this race if he's going to run for the championship. The sense of urgency is high there. And good battles all around. And this move was key for Connor Zilich to get ahead of the curve and take the lead. He's now led in the last 15 starts in 2025. 88 on point again here in St. Louis.
Zilly zonkers.
Get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Saw you were scoping out my tires the other day.
I need some new ones. I was going to ask you what those were.
Good eye. Those are Arturo tires. They really grip on the street and the trail. Cute dog, by the way. Stylish all-season tires from a company with an off-road racing heritage. Arturo puts performance within reach.
Kohl's Cash is turning 20? I should buy it a present. At Kohl's Cash.
We'd rather celebrate you with the Kohl's Cash Ultimate Giveaway. We're giving away millions in Kohl's Cash. Get up to $100 Kohl's Cash in-store this weekend.
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal. So to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. This collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local
Called Connor Zilly Zonkers? Yeah, bro. That's his name.
The test of time. With gallons of paint like Royal, starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore interior paint.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
You've done so much, Pops. Any wisdom you can share with us?
There is no limit to unlimited wings.
Yeah, but well, by definition, unlimited. That's the definition of unlimited.
When Verizon gives you a free phone on any plan,
Gemini, show me the concealer.
you use AI a lot.
The long, thin tube in the middle.
Yes.
boyfriend of the year.
Did we say a lot? We meant a lot.
Gemini, is my houseplant leaning away because it hates me?
Nothing personal. It's leaning away for more sunlight.
Come here, girl. Gemini, any pointers on my downward dog?
We get it. It's a Google Pixel 10 Pro from Verizon.
Oh, appreciate you.
People love ArchFit technology so much that Skechers put it into even more hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Just step in with no bending down or touching. Plus, ArchFit gives you amazing arch support. They're so comfortable, you don't want to slip them off. Try ArchFit Skechers slip-ins.
Schwarzkopf. It's the one I trust to create the perfect head. From a fresh start to feeling.
What's the in-race lap record? Zilly Zonkers. He's got it right now. 38,684 or 33,684.
How NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
And that's why I never drive those guys.
Party's over, big guy.
We're tired of hearing, I don't want to get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser-measured floor liners, front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get dirty.
Oh, I don't know.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
News Nation Wednesday, a prime time event.
It does. It really does. I love it.
The disturbing parallels between history's most ruthless leaders and today's global threats. Leland Paterno's Bill O'Reilly confronting evil Wednesday, 10/9 Central on News Nation. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. Rolling through the opening stage, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing in St. Louis. It's the regular season finale. On board here with LeVar Scott, making his second career start, 20 laps to go in our opening stage.
And some of these drivers are confronting evil handling race cars, as we've seen out there. Just some falling back and struggling to handling, looking for grip way up. We saw some cars when we were in break just go all the way up the racetrack trying to find the grip. As LeVar Scott here is glued to the bottom, and so are the leaders, but definitely some drivers out there trying to search for some grip.
I like that, though, that it gives you an option. I mean, I think this track, it's been, you heard everyone talk about it in the Cup practice, really hard to pass. And the fact that it gives you options of running where you see Connor Zilic right on the bottom and saw Corday all the way up above, or it even looked like there was rubber earlier. Saw Allgaier be able to pass guys on the bottom or the top. 7 car is on the move right now. He's up 8 from where he started this race. And the fact that he's been able to put his car on the bottom of some guys and he saw him roll to the outside of his teammate versus Bobo earlier. 7 cars going to be a contender before this is all said and done. Speaking of the
Here comes Allgaier trying to get around Sawalich here.
And it's going to be Allgaier.
Or sorry, Nick Sanchez.
Another spot, he's up now into the top 5. Just remarkable what Allgaier has been able to do, as you talked about it, Jamie. And another driver that's been strong early, Jesse Love, getting into the top 10, driving around Harrison Burton. This is big in a way because Burton had qualified in the top 10. He's in a points battle. He wants some stage points, and if he falls to 11th, he's out of position to be able to do that. We're riding here with that Simply Safe onboard camera.
Yeah, and Adam, I think the bigger opportunity here is see it on exit is that it's all about Jeb not scoring points. And Harrison wants those stage points, but the biggest thing, he just needs to stay ahead of Jeb the rest of the night, not have another first-time winner, and he's going to be in a good position. He qualified, I think, better than what we expected, and he's been able to maintain right here around that 10th or 11th.
Stage points would just be an insurance policy. You're right. As long as he stays in front of Jeb, he is golden.
And I think what he did in qualifying was a mental blow to Jeb in that 2017. That's really where they need to strike, especially after they had such great speed in practice for Jeb Burton, but just did not strike in qualifying, Kim.
Yeah, not quite there for Jeb in qualifying. Was definitely there for Harrison. The qualified 6. We've seen him slide just a little bit. He was reporting trending tight, lacking roll speed through the center of 3 and 4. When I talked to crew chief Danny Eplin, he said, we only can control what we can control. We are treating this as business as usual. Focus forward. They're not trying to pay too much attention to Jeb, especially since they out-qualified him.
complete the pass for 10th, and he does. And we're talking Harrison Burton. He's got a teammate this weekend making his first career start from Oregon, Cole Raz. Unfortunately, driver catching the wall in turn 2.
Left the track.
15 laps remain, stage 1. It continues to be Connor Zilic leading.
Okay, Brian, craziest touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans. Music City Miracle.
Guy just snags it, starts running like he's double parked. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Man, it's everything.
That's it?
Yeah, Connor Zilic is having a running out of space to put some win stickers.
It's everything. Well,
It's a good problem to have, though.
New customers bet $5 to get $300 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. The crown is yours.
If you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your mobile plan. Paying for stuff you don't need. Until now. Introducing the new My Biz plan from Verizon Business. Choose exactly what you want. Pay only for what you need. When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Right now, get our best price as low as $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. My Biz plan, only
I guess we got
Verizon
the
Business.
side by side.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home. In the kitchen for burnt on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power helping you buy better.
A wing with no bone is no less a wing.
That was beautiful, Pop.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love wings. You too.
There it is.
Did you bring it?
At Ace, we know not all paint is created equal. So to do it right, start with exceptional paint that's designed to last. Only Ace has this collection of premium brands like Benjamin Moore, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines, and Clark & Kensington. And your local Ace has premium service and quality paint that stand up to the test of time. With gallons of paint like Royal, starting at only $29.99. And right now, get 20% off gallons of select Benjamin Moore interior paint.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You want me to take that for you?
That's okay.
Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do y'all know each other? You friends? Greg. Okay, everybody jump in the air at the same time.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. All right, from the top.
You better get ready, because it's time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. And there's one thing for sure. You win this, there's no going back. No going back to that place where no one knew your name. Back to that time when you didn't know the full weight of the trophy that changes everything. No going back to a world where your name wasn't followed immediately by champion. The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Only on the
I hate the Twitch ads just because it's like I'm watching a live stream. You place an ad, you gotta like, now I'm missing it part of the stream.
For the NASCAR Xfinity Series and our aerial
Bro, what the fuck?
Brought to you by the Lucas Oil Helicopter.
That's Spider,
continues
man.
to lead. Roll up to second as he got around Sawallich. And next
I don't know where he is now.
He's fourth. Probably not going to be able to get up to third.
That's a big old spider.
But the 7 has served notice tonight. We came to play.
Yeah, the line. Yeah, without a doubt, they're going to have to tell Connor, like, look, I know you've got a couple second lead. On
Yeah, that's what was on YouTube last night. That was
This
nice.
next stage break or the next caution. 7 cars equal to or a little bit better lap time time-wise. It'd be interesting to me to see as Connor pushes it, like how hard is he pushing it. But the fact that Justin's been able to make up all these positions, really not losing that much ground.
And in just 28 laps, and this is a relatively short stage for Xfinity Series standards. You know, looking at this race, 200 miles, a shorter race for the Xfinity Series. He has made quick work of each of these race cars. Just absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if he has to pass them using the high line or to the bottom. He just seems to find speed and grip, and so that's a mark of a great race car.
And as we talk about Allgaier and you look at him, I know that Connor's won 8 races to Justin's 3, but when I think about him for this overall championship, all he needs to do is get to Phoenix. We know how good he is there. I think this track is as close to Phoenix as any track that we go to. And I think if he can get to Phoenix, he's going to be able to give Zilic a run for his money.
No doubt about that. He's one of the best there. And I think that's his thought process. And when you look at the playoff points that he and Connor Zilic are going to have as they go into this playoff, I'd say they have a pretty good chance of getting to Phoenix because of all the work they've done in this regular season. And that's why you try so hard in the regular season. You build up those playoff points to give you that insurance and that chance to get to Phoenix.
Let's fast forward to the round of 8. Second race in the round of 8 is Talladega. If ever you wanted an insurance policy to make sure you pay off a great season and make it to the championship for it's this year with the layout in the round of 8 when you look at those tracks.
Look at Harrison's eyes here, Jamie, as he looks to the left as he's trying to go around the corner. Then he'll look in the mirror occasionally down the straightaway. There's the shift that we see. It's very late in turns 1 and 2 that you get that shift done. Just got to let the RPMs and fork drop low enough.
You need a Connor Zilic shirt. I usually don't wear shirts of other drivers that aren't my favorite.
As a driver, you know,
I need a Sheldon shirt.
And
That's what I
the thing
need.
is, you could have a bad one, but the guy behind you could have a worse, or you might think it's a good corner and they generate a big run. So you listen to your spotter, you let them kind of explain to you what's going on. But it's
Hey,
so
buddy.
nice to be able to look up in the mirror and just kind of verify what.
Come here.
I've only had good corners.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Rookies here. One, Carson Quapple already locked into the playoffs on points. Christian Eckes going to have to win tonight if he's going to run for a championship. Pretty good day and weekend for the 16.
Look at how wide the track is.
Yeah.
You see that? I mean, like, Carson drove in and Christian just went higher than he was. He was already in the second groove. You see these guys have gotten into some lap traffic now.
Oh, that's long tight. It's tight. As Matt out in the 91, making his first start in an Xfinity car in a couple of years. 3 to go in this first stage. Advantage for Zilic, just under a second in front of Almirola.
You saw what Matt Bill's got all the way up against the wall.
That I would buy.
Rubber marbles up there that have been developing every time the Xfinity cars have been on track. We've seen that this weekend, and that's a huge risk later in these stages. If you get out of the groove, you hit that, it's going to feel like ice, and the next thing you feel will be the wall.
Continuing to watch Harrison Burton and Jeb Burton. Harrison's 4 spots in front of his cousin. Talk about just needing to stay. 25 just needs to stay in front of the 27 tonight, clinch that spot, and hope we don't get a new winner. That would change things. And let's give some love to Corey Day as Harrison continues the slide. 17 making his 6th start of the campaign. The youngster from California inside the top 15.
Wow, and you see the brakes. Oh, yeah. 17, that was the first thing I noticed. It's not dark out yet, and that's the only set of brake rotors that I've seen glow today, and those look like they're on fire.
Now I know I've been spending too much time with you because the first thing I noticed when we saw that car was the brake loaders glowing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's one of the, it catches your eye, and it tells you that he's
Caution.
driving.
Oh.
Jordan Anderson in the
Jordan Anderson in the wall.
Fresh off a week where all
Pretty
three
hard, and that'll end the
in
stage.
Portland, he was running 20
There's a lap to go on the stage. We were on the final lap of the stage.
You gotta wonder if that's not a tire
So,
that went down. We were just talking about brake heat.
Connor Zilic will come around to win stage 1 at Gateway.
Talladega years ago when he had that scary incident.
Oh, yeah.
Messing around here.
That's a lot of damage to the right front. So we expect to have been pretty hard hit there. Like we were talking about brake loaders glowing. Yeah, that could provide that heat that overheats the right front and cause a failure.
From a pole to a 9th stage win for Connor Zilic. He leads them all in his first stint of the race. And that 9th stage victory matches Justin Allgaier for the most this season. Almirola, we talked about, got to 2nd. Sawallich 3rd. Allgaier from 14th to 4th. Sanchez drops to 5th. Other drivers get points. Mayer, Hill, Love, Gray, and Eckes. Caution comes out. Fire down for the opening stage. Jordan Anderson, you see it here. Hard into the wall, turns 1 and 2. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series on the CW.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Bill O'Reilly uncovers the world's most ruthless men, past and present, exposed. Evil is contagious. Leland Vittert hosts Bill O'Reilly, Confronting Evil, Wednesday, 10/9 Central, only on News Nation. And to find News Nation, go to newsnationnow.com.
A network of 4,000 local journalists each weekday morning from the National News Desk.
Weekday mornings at 6 on CW6.
Looking to get stronger? This is your year. Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
We're gonna feel this tomorrow.
We're just gonna keep showing up. Showing up.
Showing up. You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends September 12th.
Landon Donovan and Tim Howard, two soccer icons, talking about the game their way, unfiltered.
If we're gonna get beat, you're gonna walk off the field limping. That's the exchange.
Unfiltered.
Yeah, it was a 19-minute, 46-second green flag run to start the race.
A great time for news. You don't need to stay up late. We're here with stories on what really affects you. Your money, your safety.
The proposed development is drawing pushback.
It's a full hour, so you get more news, weather, and sports. Weeknights on the CW6, News at 10.
Looking for tires, repairs, or routine maintenance? Just a short 20 minutes from Syracuse, Finger Lakes Tire has you covered. For nearly 30 years, we've been Auburn's trusted, locally owned tire and auto shop. Voted Finger Lakes' finest 8 years in a row for fast service and fair pricing. With 20-plus top brands, we'll help you find the perfect fit at the right price. Plus, get free services when you buy tires from us. Finger Lakes Tire, keeping you rolling.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's hero. How about that crowd pre-race? Watching Little John, the Grammy Award-winning rapper, won it alongside Usher and Ludacris for the song Yow. Back in 2005. Can you believe it's been 20 years ago, Jamie?
I used to get crazy to that song, Adam.
Lil John. Lil John.
Not little.
Lil, you didn't like how I said it?
No, you had the TTL in there. It's just
I was trying to call out Jamie, and now you're trying to call out
well,
just stay in your lane over
I
there.
watched him earlier today. He was getting ready to that song.
Hey, let's get to this. The Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. We were nearly completely clean in the opening stage, final lap there in stage one. Get a caution when Jordan Anderson has a tire issue, gets into the wall. Connor Zilic able to lead all the laps, and now we have these pit stops, and these are huge because this is one of those great opportunities to gain some of that track position in stage two. Even though it's 35 laps as our plan is laid out in the beginning of the night, it's going to be less than that once everything cycles through, so even less time to get your work done. And you look at our bumper here, these are points earned. Zilic gets 10, Allgaier only gets 7. But you know what, he gets those 7, and he started 14th, so for him to only lose 3 points in that exchange, pretty big for that team to stay in the hunt for this regular season title. Big for Gray to get a couple of points as well. Came in 60 points above the playoff cut line. Harrison Burton doesn't get any, but neither does Jeff Burton, and so they come out of that all square when you look at the battle at the cut line.
Yeah, I think Allgaier is going to need the 88 to have a little bit of trouble, right? Like, he's going to need to score stage points in this next stage and maybe have the 88 have some issues.
His pit crew could do some work for him here. Justin Allgaier's pit crew rated 7th on pit road this year. It's a little bit better than Connor Zilich's.
Zilich has the #1 stall. You enter pit road here in turn 3. Progressive pit road is open. Everybody coming down at the end of stage 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and for William Sawalich, finished 3rd in that first stage, had the pace, but he said he's driving the right front off, needs right side grip, just sliding around. You see him at the top of your screen. So Jeff Bender and the crew chief told him we'll undo an adjustment they made before the race to try and fire off better. The crew will also remove a little debris on the left front brake opening as they take 4 fresh Goodyear tires, no go fuel, Dylan.
A couple of big movers near the front of the field. Eric Almirola from 7th to 2nd said that he was a little bit too tight. Center turn was his biggest hindrance. 4 tires and fuel for him. Justin Allgaier, 14th to 4th, said good security, entry and exit, just a little tight in the center. They'll make an air pressure adjustment. And Connor Zilich at the bottom said he was a little tight in the center and 3 off the corner. There's the race on pit road.
Yeah, the progressive race on pit road. +2 William Sawalich, +5 Austin Hill. Zilich loses 2. Sieg with a big jump there. We'll follow up on what they did. Allgaier falls back to 5th.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy, have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Imagine what could be. Cobenfy.
If you want the real deal, you should switch to Tide.
Really?
Stuff over there, it's so watered down. Tide cleans the stuff that others miss. Clothes look cleaner, not dingy. They smell great too.
Excuse me.
Can we help you?
I'll take Tide.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide. Yeah, when I got the call, I was so surprised. Mascots never get NIL deals, but Blue Chew saw something in me. Ever since Big Blue got here, he's been the first one in and the last one out. And then he's in again. The players have a strong respect for him, and he's just the guy you want to see when you wake up every morning to come to work. You know, he's reliable and always at attention.
I can't believe they're using AI in ads now. Fucked up, dude.
Seriously. I'm just reliving my glory days, man.
The new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know?
Didn't think this through, did you?
Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't speaking.
Okay, Jaden.
Apparently the refills are limited. It's not okay.
You've done so much, Pops. Any wisdom you can share with us?
Hey, I mean, AI has its pros and cons.
There's no limit.
Without AI, we wouldn't have this scoreboard right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, by
I mean,
definition,
maybe Jaden could have figured it out, but he
That's the
used
definition of unlimited.
AI a lot to help him out with it. So, you know?
I got somebody for that.
AI does have its positives.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
You've only got so many weekends. Spend one doing something nobody saw coming. Is it a party, a festival, a race? It's all of it, and all at once. Concerts, tailgating, unbelievable action. 100 reasons to say this is actually awesome. It's fast, it's wild. It's the cutoff race in NASCAR's playoffs, the Wild Card Weekend. The Bank of America Roval 400, Sunday, October 5th. Get tickets at charlottemotorspeedway.com.
Hi, I'm Justin Allgaier. And these are my Powerball winning numbers. 7, of course. 6, 16, 8, 5, last but not least, 24, because we won the championship in 24.
Presented by Powerball. Head to your local lottery retailer to get in the game today.
We now know Justin's lucky Powerball numbers. What are yours? Head to your local lottery retailer to make your picks and get in on the game for tonight's estimated jackpot of $1.8 billion. Emphasis on the B. Carson Quapple out of the race. Let's get an update there. Down to Kim.
Carson Quapple's
there were a
out.
couple issues with this one car before the end of the caution, or the end of the stage during that
That's
break. He had talked
a
about
development.
Great performance, couldn't slow the car down. And then after the pit stop, when they dropped the jack and he tried to refire the car, it would not fire. The team kind of inconclusive right now on what the overlying issue is. There's no smell like there was a brake failure, so a possible engine failure. But the team right now pushing it back to the garage to try and diagnose exactly what the issue was.
Bad break for him tonight. Good news, he's already locked into the playoffs on points, so he'll be part of the championship field.
Yeah, he is locked in.
Night when we get things rolling in the postseason.
Sound like some mechanical issues, maybe an engine.
So he's having a decent night.
And had such a hot start to this season, and it just seemed to slip away a little bit here as we got in the summer months towards the playoffs. Not the momentum you want to bring in, but you get a bit of a reset when you go to the playoffs.
William Sawalich wins the race on pit road. Great execution by the 18 team. He goes outside lane as the control vehicle. To his left, Austin Hill. Row 2 is going to be Connor Zilich, Ryan Sieg. Sieg gaining all those spots, took 2 tires.
It's going to be interesting to see what Zilich can do. You see the
All right.
throw outside. We haven't seen him have
Here
to
we go. Pace car's dipping down.
all day long. The 18 as well, which has been really quick. We don't really know.
You've been buying cards.
Had a great pit stop. It's put him in a
I'm glad that you have your hobby,
row as well.
the thing that makes you happy. Green flag.
Outside, got a lot of momentum. See both Williams and Connor get a good run. Along with all
You know, this is just the Xfinity race. Chase race is tomorrow. Well, don't do heroin. You know? I wouldn't really respect that hobby.
He caught them completely off guard. You're watching Ryan Sieg fall back here a little bit. I love this call by this team to take 2 tires. You're going to have the shortest run of the night right here in this big second stage. But it's not holding on for them the way they would have hoped, right? Even in just the first lap of this stage.
Well, you got to restart on the front row. If you're in control of the race, if you're going to be on 2 tires, for them to have to restart on the second or third row, you're just in a terrible position right there, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for him to hang on the tires. And it fall off a little bit over a second over the course of that last run, and tires are everything.
Corey Day out of line. Blue number 17 going the wrong direction. And now we go back to the restart.
You saw the outside have all the momentum. You almost think they're going to follow each other, but you see Allgaier knew exactly what he wanted to do. When Connor got on the brakes, he pulled to the outside, was able to roll up there. And Connor was in a vulnerable spot, right? Because he had one on his inside, and then Allgaier having that momentum on the outside. Awesome move.
Right, he's got Austin Hill packing that air in the left rear, which is taking away some grip, and he Justin Allgaier caught them completely off guard, which was awesome. Found that extra lane. He had done that a little bit earlier in the race. He was coming to the field. He knew the grip was out there.
It's going to be tough for Allgaier to win the regular season championship tonight, to come back and beat Zilich, but he wants to send a message going to the playoffs, and he's sending a message right now to the front of the field. Here he is inside of Sawalich. Justin Allgaier started at 14. He now leads in St. Louis, and his teammates coming with him.
And Justin Allgaier takes the lead.
And Sawalich not going away in the outside lane.
Yeah, that outside is still has a lot of grip, and you got to be careful if you're all guy are on the inside right there. And Adam, I'm with you. I think that as you look at the 7 car, it's going to be hard to outpoint the 88 tonight. But if you could go in and get a win, huge momentum from them heading into next weekend. Look at the 88. Struggled right there. Looked like he was going for second and is now falling back to fourth.
Look at the Xfinity fastest lap in our bumper. Eric Almirola third, but he's got the fastest lap of the night.
Almirola now has the fastest lap.
I think these are the 4 cars we'll be talking a lot about tonight. Certainly Allgaier. We know what Zilich has. We saw it in the opening stage. 19 has been strong. And the 18 of William Sawalich has done an outstanding job here tonight. Not having seen this place and knowing what's on the line, he's handled it quite well.
He's great at these types of tracks. We saw how fast he was at Phoenix early on in his Xfinity Series career here. And he just seems to have a knack for these flatter tracks. I know it's a good place for Joe Gibbs. His own bumper tag there.
Saw the 19 check up, and then the 88 of Zilich behind him almost got in the back of him and had to check up as well.
And look who's joined him in the top 5. Not a great qualifying effort. 18th, Jesse Love is 5th now. Let's get a report from Kim.
And Carson Quabbel out of the race. Sounded like he couldn't get it refired after the jack drop. What kind of other feedback was the car giving you, and what do you think it is?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like first things first, these guys brought me a pretty good Johnny Morse Fast First Shops Clearance Technology Chevrolet today. I felt like we had a good run going. We were falling back a little at the beginning, but I think we're going to make some really good changes.
I see the spider
to make
again.
it better. And,
he's just chilling.
We kind of had a delay up front, and kind of had it wrapped up, getting ready to go, and kind of had to wait on the front pulling some tape or something. Dropped the drag. I kind of stumbled off the pit and didn't really get going at first, so I didn't really know what was going on. And,
now I don't see him.
I could tell that
he disappears so quickly, it's crazy.
So, just hate it for this whole number 1 group. I feel like we were going to have a pretty good run today. I felt like our practice and qualifying was really good for what happened. And I guess just move on to the next one and keep working at it.
We'll see Quappel Friday night at Bristol. Again, he will be a part of the playoff field. Sawalich is now fallen back to 4th. Almirola 2nd, Zilich 3rd.
Oh, that got exciting. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Sawalich was trying to block Connor down the front stretch, and Connor was having none of it. Then when they got, a little bit, yeah. And then when they got to turn 1, Connor sailed it off in there, and William finally conceded the corner. But yeah, they both got really aggressive right there.
This is good too. Jim Burton 27, 99 Matt DiBenedetto, 42 Anthony Alfredo. They're all racing for position from 21st on back. Parker Retzlaff is there in the 4, making his 100th career start tonight.
Look at Alfredo trying to roll up to the outside of DiBenedetto right there. Wasn't able to hold that. Lost a little bit of momentum. Jeremy's going to give him a shove down into turn 1.
Clements in the 51 pushing through. Talk about career starts. He's over 500. Just an unbelievable career for the driver from South Carolina.
It's incredible how high they are able to. They keep working that groove up more and more as this race continues on. I love it.
Stage 1, all about Connor Zilich. Stage 2 right now belongs to his teammate Justin Allgaier, leading 19 laps into the 2nd stint of the race in St. Louis.
That guard dog sure is lucky he has Simply Safe with proactive monitoring.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
Must be nice. Simply Safe. Real security stops crime before it starts.
Dinner time is taken care of. We got wings, mac and cheese, green beans.
We even got steak and salad.
And cookies.
Dad likes cookies.
Cookies are good.
When you're at the starting line for your next event, 4Imprint has the right promotional gear, bottles, bags, hats, and tees, delivered on time to energize your customers and your team. Race now to 4imprint.com.
4Imprint for certain.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, no touching the eye!
Incoming dishes! Duck! Dawn Power Wash flies through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Yeah, it absorbs grease 5 times faster. It even replaces multiple cleaning products.
Ooh, those subs got game.
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
My skincare advice? Use All Free Clear detergent, the #1 brand recommended by dermatologists. It's free from fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. Caring for your skin starts in the laundry room. Wash with All Free Clear.
Remember your ABCs. Always be plugging. And then all of this, these dancing shoes, that accordion, even this megaphone. All available on the Walmart app. They have over 500 million items. 5, 6, 7, 8.
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Guess they should call you Walton Cloggins. No, they shouldn't, Dwayne.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Make you feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet for my husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Sweet. It's Swedish. That's a whole rabbit. Named Sweet.
Well, there's really no need for a lucky charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back. We're just gonna ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit.
Named Sweet.
Before the green flag drops, the real party starts. For all who see the racing weekend to remember, that's what we call Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. Secure your experience.
Oh, that's cool.
500.com.
Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Varo, the bank that puts money in your pocket. Justin Allgaier leading, 11 laps remaining, opening stage. He's got some company. Eric Almirola is there. Drifted back third is Connor Zilic, Sawalich Mayer, the top 5.
This is good. We saw the 88 be so dominant there the first stage. And then I thought once Justin got out to the lead, I'm like, well, this is over. He's got the best car, but Eric is slowly reeling him in, and it's going to be fun to see if he can get by him there.
And Dean Thompson here on the inside of Harrison Burton in a backup car for getting in the wall and practice. Sam Hunt Racing Team worked through the night to get that car prepared and ready. He's making headway in a backup car, which is nice to see. They said it wasn't just a trailer queen. They had hope for this car, and it's showing some good pace.
And it's such a hard balance. You hit on this in the pre-race. If you're Harrison Burton, you see him racing Dean Thompson on the outside. You want to get all you can get, but you don't want to get wrecked. Because if he wrecks out, that opens that window up for Jeb if he can get a decent finish.
And think about Jeb right now, who's about to have Harrison Burton in his crosshairs.
He's going for everything he's got right now. Come on. Maybe give Cousin a little shot.
Kim?
Yeah, let's get a Toyota driver update for Dean Thompson. You mentioned the progress he's made after starting from the rear, now running the 18th position. Parker touched on it, but he got to the wall in yesterday's practice, and the damage wasn't so bad, but it was bad enough that they didn't think the car was going to be good. They felt very good about their backup car. In fact, this is their Bristol car, their planned primary Bristol car for next week, so they're hoping to keep all 4 fenders on it. Right now, Dean very happy with the car. They made no adjustments on that last pit stop.
Look at this. I mean, you got Harrison Burton, Jeb Burton. Jeb, give a little tap and lament what happened in Talladega, but now an opportunity to make a statement. The worst he
Yeah, Haas going back to Chevy.
in front of Harrison. If he even exactly
Full circle moment.
He at least wants those bragging rights with everything that's on the line.
And that got real tight there. The 44 and out the Alfredo. It's Brennan Poole. That Jeb was coming up on the back of Harrison Burton, and then Brennan Poole got between them, and he actually started to fall back here. But he was so close, I thought he was just going to give a little tap to say, hey, I'm here. Remember me?
Right. Remember me?
6th on back, pretty entertaining. Boston Hill 21. 20 is Brandon Jones. Jones has been good in stage 2. Just behind them, Sam Mayer, who's 8th.
Yeah, I thought Sam Mayer, based on what we saw yesterday, was going to be a contender for the win today. And that car just has not had the speed, really, from the drop of the green flag that we expected to see from the 41.
Different conditions here tonight as we went into the nighttime compared to the daytime practice. We did have the cup cars on the racetrack, which laid down all that rubber, which can change things. But I was with you in thinking that Sam Mayer looked so good in practice. It felt like they had a lot of speed. And I just feel like this is the type of track those Fords can do really well at with the way their motors work. Downshifting is usually to their advantage, but it's just not worked out here so far.
Look at those regular season points as they are. Right now, Zilic plus 21. He won the opening stage. Allgaier leading here in stage 2, but Almirola's like, look, I don't care what's going on between the two of you. I'm a part-timer. I've won this year. I'd like to win again, and he's just knocking on the door and trying everything he can with that 7.
Well, he is, and as you watch it, Justin's pretty much committed to the bottom. He's letting, Eric have that second, third groove. Eric's just not able to roll in and carry enough speed through the middle, and you see Eric kind of switching it up as well. It's almost like for the 19, you'd like to see him get his whole car out of there and get enough air on it to make it turn, but just can't carry the momentum he needs.
The right side of your screen there, Jeff Burton just got super sideways on the inside of his cousin Harrison as they race for that final playoff spot. He's trying to clear him, but that's forcing the issue.
Yeah, but he's kind of forcing the issue right there, I think, a little bit.
If I'm Harrison,
Let him go.
Let him go.
Almirola trying to catch Allgaier here.
So you're going to exit the stage.
Got a good battle for the lead.
You were coming into the race basically with that advantage at the cut line. But here's where the focus needs to be now. 4 to go in the stage, and Almirola's there, looking to the inside.
Here comes Almirola, side by side with Allgaier, down the backstretch. And he'll dive on the inside and take the lead. This moment, and nope. Oh my God, they're making contact.
Off of turn 4, Allgaier got the lead on the restart of the stage.
Who's going to lead that lap? I think Allgaier's got it. Yep.
Guess who's going to win stage 2? 3 to go, 19 and 7 trading blows at the front.
What do you think? Does 7 need to give him more room there? You think 19 just got loose?
19 came up for sure, just got loose. They were way above the bottom.
I mean, look at this lap traffic, and Zilich is starting to get back into it now.
Well, and that was the thing when they got down to 3 and 4. I thought that the 19 was going to have a hard time clearing because of all that lap traffic in front. But no doubt, you see right here, 19 on the inside. See the car start to wiggle. Yeah, goes up the track just a little bit. Both of them out of the throttle.
And Eric just did the same thing off of 4 this last lap as you look down the bottom now. Full picture here that basically just keeps getting that little bit of a wiggle on the exit of 4. He's been doing that wider line in 1 into 3 and then trying to get the run out of 4. But he just keeps getting loose on the exit of 4.
See the lap cars getting out of the way of the 2 leaders right here. That's going to be great for Justin because now it doesn't really give the 19 a lot of options. 53.
One more ahead. Joey Gase making his 300th career start tonight.
And I think based on the balance of the 7 car, he's willing to give the 19 the inside, knowing that he can cheat it down just a little bit. I got to assume the 7's maybe a little bit tight, just not able to roll the center. I haven't really seen him be as free on exit as we have the 19 car.
Final lap stage 2. Allgaier from row 3 on a restart. Power move to the outside. Able to jump to the race lead. Had an anxious moment with the 19 of Eric Almirola, but he's able to hang on through turns 3 and 5 for the final time.
And Justin Allgaier is going to come around, and he is going to win Stage 2 at Worldwide Technology Raceway from Madison, Illinois.
After Zilich tied him at the end of Stage 1, Allgaier gets the victory. Almirola is second. Zilich, Sawalich, and Love your top 5. The drivers up there in the top 10, Hill, Brandon Jones gets some points. Same for Eckes, Sanchez, and Sam Mayer fell back to 10th in the running order. A very entertaining Stage 2 in St. Louis.
So it was about a 16-minute green flag run to end the stage.
Stage 1, Connor Zilich. Stage 2 to the Illinois boy, Justin Allgaier. With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow-angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow-angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
Zoe? That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it, hey, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
This was no crime of passion. This was a premeditated murder.
Sometimes the dead do speak.
Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent. Series premiere September 24th.
Your husband's name, your daughter's name, your own name, your address, memories of your mother, memories of your father.
Many side impact auto accidents result in brain injuries. Brain injuries resulting in a loss of memory. Loss of memory is like losing your life. Those cold, callous insurance companies don't see it that way. So they will deny and delay. That's why you're going to need experts in forensics to build a bulletproof case. The only way
I guess he just went to training camp and preseason and was like, you know what, I'm good.
September baseball in the Bronx hits different.
That one off the bat had a sound I don't know what I've heard before.
This weekend on Yes. It's a statement series.
Oh my, it has come to this here in the Bronx.
As the surging Bombers battle the first place Blue Jays, and the AL East is up for grabs.
These games mean something. You want to win the division.
The Yankees' road to October runs on Yes. Yankees Blue Jays on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Oh yeah, this what a ball is me.
The #1 pick in 2008, a champion with every team she's played for, Candace Parker. Now she's got a new role. Does this say on?
Where's Jaden? I think he's still in here.
National champion, 5-time gold medalist, the #1 draft pick and rookie of the year, Aaliyah Boston. 2 generations, 1 podcast.
I don't know what's going to happen today. Our show is definitely going to be honest, I'll tell you that.
Post Moves, new episodes every Wednesday.
Jaden's right here.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. Stage 2 complete in St. Louis, and the Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Allgaier wins the second stage. Pit stop's coming up. And now we make a pit stop in the studio. Here's Carla Metz.
That's right, Adam. Welcome to the CW Garage. And of course, let's go ahead and take a look at our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. And for that, of course, it all goes to the #7 of Justin Allgaier trying to get this regular season championship tonight. And this is where he makes the pass, that 7, known for his passing ability. He's able to do that. And then, of course, a big battle with Eric Almirola in the 19. And then he wins stage 2 to get those extra points. And just 18 weeks ago, it was Connor Zilic that sat 12th in the standings, 172 points below his teammate Justin Allgaier. Of course, tonight, the two seemingly going head-to-head for that championship. I asked Zilic, would you have ever guessed you'd be competing with him before that summer stretch? He said, I never could have predicted the run that our team has been on lately. So what does he have to do to lock up the regular season championship? He said, I've just got to have another strong run tonight. Of course, he said the last few months have been a surreal.
Your phone is burning your hand. Why?
If he gets that regular season championship. Dylan?
Maybe stop touching it.
Carla, as we get ready to make pit stops here, this was the radio traffic on the 88 of what changes.
Maybe put it in the freezer for a few minutes.
Front of the driver's mind. Take a listen.
I don't know. I'd rather have a faster pit stop and try and get the lead and hold on to the lead. It's really hard to pass.
I like that they're being put in this position. Because if
you're charging it, well,
every lap, you maybe don't gain the knowledge or the
maybe your charger is just a bomb.
Face some of these challenges when you lose a little track position, so this is probably good for them in the long run.
It is, and if you think back, the one weakness we've seen out of Connor Zilic in that 88 this year is at times he's been put back in the pack, damaging that race car, not being able to drive through the pack, so it's good for him to have these experiences of not just being the most dominant car, as you mentioned.
Pit road huge in the first cycle at the end of stage 1. I'm sure it'll pay dividends for someone here as well. Progressive pit road is open, and it's about to get really busy. Here's Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, Williams Wallace coming off that runner-up finish last week and hoping to back
stage 2 already finished.
Another top 5, maybe a top 10. Great summer for this team, though. This run, he said, really tight to start. start the run. Then it came to him 1 and 2, though. The fronts were still chattering at the end of the run and killing his drive. 3 and 4 were a little better. You see that chassis adjustment to free him up. Little free off, though. 3 and 4 overall, though, that adjustment to loosen him up, Dylan.
Eric Alvarado in 19 said he was still tightened a little bit on the splitter. Let's change 4 tires and fuel. Justin Allgaier said he was really good, but just loses center cut on the long run. They'll make another air pressure adjustment. And we heard the radio from Zillage. He couldn't decide whether they wanted to loosen him up or tighten him up based on Connor's feedback. Not sure what they ended up doing, but they got the pit stop they needed and the track position at the end of stage 2.
+2 for Zillage. He gets the lead back in the race off Progressive Pit Road. +2 again for Sawallich, who's second off. Allgaier goes 2 in the wrong direction. Austin Hill gains a couple in front of his teammate Jesse Love. Final stage coming your way next on CW.
There's a method to all this motorsports madness. A reason we do all this shifting.
Wait.
Launching.
Oh my God, Justin Allgaier speeding on pit road. Wow, that's crazy.
We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this.
That'll change shit.
Now you're up to speed. You in?
That's from Bob.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Well, that'll change everything.
Bevo, no! Come back! Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
When your grand dog's in town, you bend your own rules. The reason? You've got the freshness of Febreze fabric spray. It fights odors, locking them away, and smells amazing, so everyone feels right at home.
Swatchcom. It's the one I trust to create the perfect hair color. From a fresh start
to feeling more like myself.
With Swatchcom's professional expertise, you can embrace the hair color for every chapter of your life.
Swatchcom. What story will you tell?
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle. We've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see. And she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction.
Yeah, Syracuse did win today, but apparently
Camzyos
they still had to run.
Side effects, including
the coach was still unhappy, so they made him like run around the field.
Irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not
after
stop,
the game,
start,
even though they
or change
won.
medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The Southport 400 NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now at LSS.com.
CW sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew. Make every lap your best yet.
Tomorrow, the PBR Camping World Team Series takes over Anaheim. The best riders, the toughest bulls, and the battle for team supremacy happens right here on the CW. Don't miss the PBR Camping World Team Series from Anaheim tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, only on CW. As we get ready for the final stage, the man that won stage 2, speeding on pit road, Justin Allgaier. Going to have a lot of ground to make up. Here's team radio.
5 solid, bouncing 4, like not even bouncing 6. Yeah, it's on me, man. I'm sorry. It was section 4. 3 was right on the verge of it. Section 4 was 50.09. So just have to go back down to 4.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's like 6 minutes left in the fourth, and then like a lightning delay happened, so they just mutually agreed to end the game.
You do that run through before the race and try to get an understanding if your lights are correct, and that's why Jim Pullman, as crew chief, said maybe on us because they didn't quite catch that on the run through. They couldn't run 5 lanes; they had to run 4
Here we go.
in that section.
Gonna be 81 laps to go in the race.
22 positions in front of Zilich at the end of the night to win the regular season championship based on the way things played out there in stage 1 and stage 2.
And
going to be
back green.
impossible now. Zilich in charge of the field. Sawallich to his left. Underway, final stage at St. Louis. Jesse Love getting aggressive in that red and white number 2 on the restart. His teammate Austin Hill looking to the outside. 3 wide off the corner.
Yeah, William did a good job of leaving some room right there for Jesse Love, and Jesse Love ended up backing out a little bit, but I think it still put William in a decent position being on the outside. We've seen there be a lot of momentum there for those guys. And he tried to block there. He saw and reacted to what Jesse Love was doing, but just couldn't get there quick enough. And now, as you mentioned, on the outside, it looks like Jesse Love is going to prevail on the bottom, one of the best passers in the series in 2025. And he has a
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys.
But this race is just the dynamic.
But also fuck the Eagles.
With every
So
stage and every pit stop we've had, we saw Zilich kind of dominate early. Then we saw his teammate Allgaier. We saw Eric Almirola
Sucked
be really
anyway.
quick. Can Jesse Love go up there and contend with Zilich?
From 18th to 2nd for Love, who rides behind his best friend, Connor Zilich, who's leading again. And now we look at that playoff bubble. Final stage of the regular season. Harrison Burton just trying to hang on. He's got a 30-plus point advantage over Jeb Burton as they run on track. But here's the other factor. You don't want a new winner. That's the only thing that really could upset the apple cart for all those drivers above the cut line.
And for points, for Harrison, we've said this, but really, if he can see the 27, he's in good shape.
All good. That's
no
right.
problems. Yeah, but I would say, if you're Harrison Burton, it's William Sawallich that you don't want to see win this race. As you look at the players in the top 10, that's the one guy that, if he wins, that can eliminate him.
We were talking about you just want to keep him behind you. I think at this point, I just want to stay right behind him. Yeah, right. Do his thing and just make sure that he doesn't get too far away. Because if he comes driving by aggressively, anything can happen, right?
How about the blue car, red, white, and blue car at the front of this group we see right here? Corey Day having a great run right here, trying to get his speed wet in the Xfinity Series. Awesome in a sprint car on dirt. It's been a steeper learning curve than what I think he expected coming to the Xfinity Series. But every race, he seems to get a little bit better. Had that 11th place finish at Nashville earlier this season, running 9th right now, or 8th right now. Great job by him. And we've seen this speed out of him at times this year, his limited starts, but definitely, putting together a full race is the next journey on that path to getting more experience in the Xfinity Series and closing out those finishes. And I think tonight, just looking at that speed, if he can close it out, that's just be another check mark in gaining that experience.
On board. What a mess right here. A lot of dirty air. Row C for LeVar Scott. This is the Fox Tech on board. Where do you go? What do you do? Just trapped, making his second career start.
Yeah, you're just trying to put your car in any type of clean air you can, whether it's in between the Ellis or Ryan Sieg. You see him trying to get as low as he can right here on the exit. LeVar's been shifting just about every single lap that we've been on board with him. But yeah, nowhere for him to go as those two are side by side right now.
This kid's a lot of fun. Big personality, running full-time in ARCA. Second in the standings, second last year when he won Rookie of the Year. Back at the front, Zilich not really pulling away from his buddy.
Might be going the other way.
The advantage over Jesse Love. Could be something brewing here as we continue our live coverage of the regular season finale in the Xfinity Series. Zilich leading.
Say you get a surf shack on Airbnb. Now you can also get a surf lesson with a pro surfer. Or if you get a place in Mexico City, you can also get a taco tasting with a food critic. You can even get a home in the heart of Seoul and a dance class, K-pop style. All of my girls looking good and they got their own money. Homes, experiences, and services. Now you can Airbnb more than an Airbnb.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Bevo, no! Come back!
Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
From brake pads in Orange County, Florida, to oil filters in Orange County, California, big or small, national or local. At Napa, we are the pros that know how to keep your business moving at full speed.
You know those Fat Hopa sneakers? Nice shoes, but the price? Not as nice. However, Skechers Max Cushioning
Everybody still will have to pit again.
at a price that blows them away.
Unless they're a
Insane
god
comfort
at stretching
cushioning,
fuel.
Including hands-free Skechers Slip-ins. Try Skechers Max Cushioning. Febreze.
I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze air mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
Today, the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. You see millions of real customers tested the networks, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. So text an instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am." Seriously, where am I?
Care about your skin? Maybe it's time to think about skincare differently. Here's my tip. Skincare starts here, in the laundry room. Use All Free Clear, the detergent made for sensitive skin from the start. It's free from dyes and fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. For an effective, skin-friendly clean, switch to the #1 brand recommended by dermatologists. Wash with All Free Clear.
French toast nibblers or breakfast nachos?
Actually, I was thinking about heading out only because I want to beat the traffic.
Because one of the sleepovers the next day. I was going to throw the games on.
You're a Notre Dame guy. I'm from Texas.
Winners never compromise.
What?
Yeah. I mean, how can you call yourself a sports fan without Xfinity? You got multi-view.
The best college and pro games all in one place.
I'm not going anywhere. You ever tried pancakes and guac? Yes, let's go. I got a little recipe, and I can't tell you, but I think you're going to be happy.
This Tuesday on NXT, two-time WWE Tag Team Champions DIY return to confront Trick Williams. Don't miss an all-new WWE NXT Tuesday, 8/7 Central, right here on the CW. I think Love and Zillage would be a good tag team. I mean, they're buddies. They get along, and they're not afraid to fight, either one of them. You know, they'll go after it.
No, and they got the YouTube show they've been doing. This year, the different challenges was put wrestling in there for sure.
You know, we were selling Love's hanging around. But really, just in the last 3, 4, 5 laps, Zillage has started to put little
Full Moon Saturday night, yeah. That could mean
Almirola was able to get around his teammate
a lot of
William
things.
Sawallick, so moved the 19 up to 3rd.
I think we're going to see Ryan C getting the wall here. Locked it up.
Got that right
Oh, no. He's going to get in the marbles. You see the car get sideways. It loses all the grip. Got it slow. Good job gathering it all back up. Look at it from on board here of Lamar Scott. Nice drift. Little tap of the wall. Move on. By the way, happy birthday, Lamar Scott. Celebrate today, making his 2nd career start. Great birthday present. Getting a race in the Xfinity Series. One other thing that's caught my eye here on the 2-car of Jesse Love, he had a bit of debris sort of on the grill, so I'd be curious to see if they start to wonder about his. See, still there? Yeah, it's still there. Basically, see that clear film across the front of the race car, so just something for that team to be paying attention to if those temps are starting to spike. Well, there you go. There's the answer. Said and done, right? Just thank you, Danny Stockman. 88. Danny Stockman's listening to our broadcast, obviously, and got our answer. Well, and if he thinks it's an issue, if he can't catch the 88, what he can do, he can slow down, let the 19 of Eric Almirola pass, and get in behind him, and most likely he would be able to get off that way. You just don't want to give the track position. But if I'm Stockman, and I want to know what the temperatures are, partner, because if it's not too hot, then the next pit stop, and I get that, yeah, put a little tape on. Well, what I'm thinking is, if I see that and you start to catch the leader, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the extra downforce, because blocking off that grill just creates more downforce, puts more potential It's free grip, free speed.
Well, and you said pit stop. Everyone is going to have to make a pit stop in this final stage. You can't go all the way on fuel. The question becomes, when do you pit? And now we're in a window. Caution comes out from here on out. Everybody going to come down and get their service. If we don't get a caution, you start thinking about, when would you pit under green? Do you run as far as you can? Or do you try to split it up, play some games with the strategy, and try to make up some ground by making good on those tires?
You know, if you're a Cup Series crew chief, the way you tackle this is most likely split this stage because it's going to probably be the fastest in terms of analytics. When it tells you you're expecting a long green flag run, being the Xfinity Series, knowing we've had some tire issues, that's a risky proposition because if you pit, you're going to go a lap down. You could be trapped a lap down. I think a lot of these Xfinity Series teams will just try and push this as far as they can in hopes that you get a caution.
It depends on who you are, because I think if you're Luke Sawalch and you have to win to get in, to make the playoffs, do you take a chance? I would guess we're going to get a caution, but that might be his only play tonight to be able to win and make the playoffs. That's a risk they're going to be willing to take.
What do you have, Dylan?
Well, hey, Parker hit the nail on the head earlier talking about the 17 of Corey Day and just trying to put a full race together. That's exactly what they wanted to do, and it was the next step they felt like in their progression. And they mainly wanted to do that because when they go to Bristol next week, they feel like that's going to be a really good opportunity for Corey to just take everything he's applied or everything he's learned and apply it to Bristol. Just feel like that's going to be a good opportunity for them. They felt like that at the start of the day, qualifying third in the order was going to be a disadvantage. So if they could start in the top 15, that'd be a big win. They started 16, so pretty close, but it's kept them at the front most of the day. And Corey's done a nice job here to drive inside the top 10.
Corey just needs to go to Bristol on Friday night and do what the 17 did there in the springtime when Kyle Larson was driving.
Yeah, no pressure.
He just laid
No
on
pressure.
the field.
Wait a second, you and I are on that broadcast. I don't know if I can see that again.
He's still pulling away. Almirola up to second, but it did look like the debris came off for Jesse Love. Not sure that he dropped back there, intentionally for that, but he's gone in the wrong direction here, losing a spot. Sawallich's not too far back now.
Sort of gone down to the left side there, sort of from the brake ducts that you would normally have. That's not as big a concern maybe as where it was covering the actual airflow for the engine, the radiator, but definitely removed it from that situation, but possibly having an overheating engine.
Now, Connor had a really slow lap the last 2 laps, maybe being in a little bit of lap traffic, but it has not slowed down to 19. He's made up a couple of tenths both of the last couple of laps. He's about 1.3 seconds back right now. It's going to be interesting to see the 19 can continue to get through the lap traffic better than the 88.
Here's that debris coming off. Almirola goes by.
Well, and if you're Jesse Love, you slide up a little bit in the middle, try to generate some momentum on exit so you can get closer and get the air to the pressure to change on the front of that grill. And it looks like to me like it's still on there. It's just not on the grill anymore.
It's on that front brake duct, basically, area, which is not as big a problem.
I look at our bumper, and you think about the advantage of the regular season championship, and it all feels good right now for Connor Zilic, but he does have the Xfinity fastest lap of the night. That adds a point and just helps build that cushion between now and the end of the race as he tries to lock up the regular season title.
Hang on, Austin.
21 Austin Hill, 20 Brandon Jones. This is for 5th.
Yeah, Jones got bogged down with a lap car off turn 2 and allowed Austin Hill to get that massive run. It looked like he was going to clear him, and Brandon sailed it off in there right on the corner.
The Burtons continuing to run together on track. And 27 is Jeb. We're riding on board with Harrison here.
And it's perfect for Harrison just to see him there as Jeb gets right behind him and loose off of turn 2.
I'm telling you, if I'm Harrison, I want that 27 car in front of me.
Jeb doesn't want to wreck him, but just say, I'm still here.
Since we're going to Bristol next weekend, he just wanted to rattle his cage.
Yeah, there you go.
These two have been going at it for a while. Corey got to the inside of Christian and just was not able to clear him. You see, finally, I think Christian conceded that position. As we've been looking, the brakes on all these cars are on fire right now. The 17s have been extremely hot. It's not a big deal. I mean, they're made to operate at those high temps, but you'd like to see them cool down a little bit more by the end of the straightaway. And this is one of those tracks that you see brake problems, because if you get really hot in the corner and then you have the long straightaway and it cools down too much, that's when you see the rotors break.
57 laps to go. It's St. Louis for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. When will we we see pit stops. Zilich, Almirola, Love, Sawalich, Jones, the top 5.
Okay, Brian, craziest touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans, Music City Miracle.
Tyson snags it, starts running like he's double pumped. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Man, it's everything.
That's it? Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go.
New customers bet $5 to get $300 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV. The crown is yours.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
A wing with no bone. It's no less a wing.
That was beautiful, Pop.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love wings. You too.
There it is.
I knew that something was different. I knew it, I called it.
It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Guys, have you heard about Blue Chew? It is one small little blue chewable tablet delivered directly to your door whenever you need them. The Holy Grail. I promise you will not regret it. Stronger. 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 And lasting longer.
For the ladies, let your man know, and you're welcome in advance.
At Napa, we are the pros that know brakes and suspension. That's why we deliver professional-grade parts built for performance and quality, helping you provide the stopping power your customers need to keep going with confidence.
Matt Chapman was suspended.
My skincare advice? Use all Free Clear detergent, the #1 brand recommended by dermatologists. It's free from fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. Caring for your skin starts in the laundry room. Wash with all Free Clear.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Dr. Rick, we are thinking sandwiches again for lunch. What should I put you down for?
Oh, boundaries. They can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Now, I'm either going to go tuna melt or Reuben.
Remember, when the door closes, so does the conversation.
Oh, yes, gotcha. Okay. Looks like the soup of the day is tomato bisque.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
I could go tuna melt. If you want to go Reuben, we could do a mix and match.
Back in St. Louis, closed captioning for this race brought to you by Varo, the bank that puts money in your pocket. Connor Zilich leading, and he's got a strangle.
Oh, trouble!
Season championship, and we're going to get a caution. Second for incident tonight.
Jeb Burton brings out the caution.
Interesting, another one of the Jordan Anderson cars. Yeah, it looks like a right front issue.
Yeah, both the Jordan Anderson cars have had trouble tonight.
Pressure, camber.
Well, this will make everybody good on fuel now after this pit, after they pit here.
Well, they're off for 2.
He's running 18th.
And they hit the same place, right? I mean, down in the middle of turn 1. Wow, this was a little later.
It was about an 18-minute green flag run.
Was actually down into 1. But very similar damage to your point. Very similar situation.
Jeb Burton will miss the playoffs,
He was able to drive back up to 12, so they did a really good job of getting back into things here.
Oh. He better hook when he stops.
Dude, you just probably should just get out. I would say just get out. Dude, it's getting worse. Just stop and get out.
His fires erupted in a hurry, and you can see it there under the hood. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, just...
Not only just in the right front tire.
So close to
stop and get out.
Into the playoffs, and unfortunately, he misses it by inches and is not going to qualify for the postseason in 2025. You look at the points as they run.
And he
Harrison
is.
Burton plus 41. Great situation
Still not
for
out.
he, Creed, and Gray. And now the question becomes, because Jeb Burton was the only driver that could point his way in from below the cut line, do we get a new winner? And I would say that this caution
that car did get fucked.
pretty good for Connor Zilich from the standpoint that you're not going to have to manage a green flag pit stop and all the strategy that would come with that. Now we revisit what brought out the caution.
And you see here, just off of 2, the right front goes down and a hard impact to the outside wall.
And you see he had drifted up in the middle of the corner and kind of drive it back down. Angled. Oh, huge blow right there.
Awful hit. Great avoidance there by Brennan Poole and Parker Retzloff. So sideways they were.
After you see that wall go in, so thankful to see him climbing out of the race car, you know?
Yeah, it was a huge impact for him.
This place is so sneaky because a lot of short track characteristics, right?
Yep.
But it's a 1.25 miles and you carry a lot of speed. It's a little bit of a hybrid.
He did get out eventually, but I thought he should have been in more in a hurry to get out.
You know, the difference between the straightaways and the corners and how long the brake zones are here. The cars heat up a ton as you're going through the brake zone, and then they cool down back down the straightaway. And you sometimes have brake issues that we talked about. You know, sometimes the rotors can have an issue, or you get the shake where the rotors actually get warped a little bit, and it also just puts a ton of stress on the tires and all parts of these race cars at tracks like this.
I'll tell you, Jeb's a great leader for that team. And when we talk about the disappointment and all the things that could have been for he and this organization, but I mean, he does a nice job of keeping this group together, and they stayed in it right here to the end of the night in the regular season finale. Third caution of the night, second for incident, and this one for Jeb Burton. Hard into the wall. It's House coming when we return. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series live from St. Louis. We appreciate you being with us on the CW.
Hey, Perry.
Can't talk. Let's go. You should get Simply Safe proactive monitoring, like us. The AI camera alerts Simply Safe agents before a crime could even start.
And there's an anti-theft guarantee.
Simply Safe. Real security stops crime before it starts.
Imagine getting the light, cozy comfort of a puff jacket in a shoe. You can with new hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins. Comfy, soft footwear I just step into with no bending down or touching. They're like a little puff jacket for my feet. Try Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins.
Folks, I've seen a thing or two. But these prescription prices? Pricey. Higher than a rooster on stilts. Ain't that right, Dusty Pete?
Reckon it's time we rope them in.
Good old Rex makes saving time and money easier than splitting a biscuit. Paper's looking mighty big for its britches there, partner.
Save time and money on prescriptions. Check Good RX.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the leadership of this captain, but getting that captain.
I spy motion on the port side. Yarg, missed again. Imagine again.
What are we doing? So don't settle for just any insurance. And there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, squalls are coming.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Now that I'm a mom, things are, well, different. I have twice as many outfits to plan. My overpacking has reached new levels. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose whatever plan they want. I save money and can keep the same low price for 3 years. Love that for me. I have to do it, I'm sorry. Ouch.
For Monday Night Football.
Found it!
When expectations are high, there's no room for uncertainty. To maximize impact, your logo needs to look great, on the right gear, and arrive on time. And that starts with 4imprint. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. 4 clean, even mom approves of.
Reach.
Making hard to reach
So easy.
easy.
Now with dust-busting strips, it removes even built-up dust. Swiffer Duster Heavy Duty. Love it or your money back.
You better get ready, because it's time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. And there's one thing for sure. You win this. There's no going back. No going back to that place where no one knew your name. Back to that time you didn't know the full weight of a trophy that changes everything. No going back to a world where your name wasn't followed immediately by champion. And the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Only on the CW.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Caution is out midway through the final stage in St. Louis. And Sheldon Creed has clinched a playoff spot with his performance here tonight and the advantage he had above the cut line coming in. So 10 drivers have now locked up a playoff spot. 8 have done it with victories. 2 on points. 2 spots remain. I'll tell you, Taylor Gray is in a great position regardless of what happens. And Harrison Burton pretty good too, as long as we don't get a new winner. In fact, both those drivers will be in as long as we don't get a new winner tonight. Progressive pit road is open. Huge stops here. Gotta execute.
Dom might be here. I'm not sure. He said he's thinking about it because the Bills don't play till 8:20 tomorrow.
They'll look for a fast and clean stop here right now. William complaining if he could just get a little help on the exit of 2. He thinks it'll be better just tight. Can't finish the corner like he wants. Also lost rear grip on the run, so they will free him up just a little bit as they put on 4 fresh Goodyear tires. You saw that chassis adjustment, Dylan.
Eric Almirola felt like they've taken rear lateral grip away and also just felt like the car's starting to tighten up again on him that run. 4 tires, maybe an air pressure adjustment for him. Jesse Love was battling a loose end in a very tight race car. Also had no brakes at the end of that run, so they were telling him to work on his fans. Connor Zilisch said he's as good as they've been all night and vetoed
Connor Zilisch wins the race off pit road.
Adjustment to potentially tighten them up. Zilisch is happy in the 88.
Yeah, 88 holds serve on the pit lane as they exit Progressive Pit Road. Almirola comes off behind him. Under caution for the 3rd time tonight, and it's for Jeb Burton. Hard hit ending his night here in St. Louis.
Oh, Cole's mom.
It was a hard hit he
Now
took.
that my kids are out of the house, I'm starting to notice my house.
A little update goes a long way.
Oh, this is Mama's house now. My husband lives there too, so. Oh, this is Mama and Gary's house.
Schwarzkopf. It's the one I trust to create the perfect hair color. From a fresh start
To feeling more like myself.
with Schwarzkopf's professional expertise, you can embrace the hair color for every chapter of your life.
Schwarzkopf, what story will you tell?
Yeah, when I got the call, I was so surprised. Mascots never get NIL deals, but Blue Chew saw something in me. Ever since Big Blue got here, he's been the first one in and last one out. And then he's in again. The players have a strong respect for him, and he's just the guy you want to see when you wake up every morning to come to work. You know, he's reliable and always at attention, and my God, is he strong. Like, seriously, I'm just reliving my glory days, man.
Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work? Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR is a bracket system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in Victory Lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for Victory Lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Pick up! Joe, pick up the phone. Open up, man.
Connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
Dinner time is taken care of. We got wings, mac and cheese, green beans.
We even got steak and salad.
And cookies.
Dad likes cookies.
Cookies are good.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid.
Problem isn't your machine.
Pretty petty.
It's likely your detergent.
I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods dissolve completely.
But do they have any good players anyway? Probably not.
100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
How great has this CW Sports Saturday been? We're talking about 3 football games. Started in the ACC at noon today. Had more football on at 3:30. Right now, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And when we're done, more football. San Diego State, Washington State. It comes your way next on the CW. These Saturdays this fall going to be outstanding with all the NASCAR we'll bring to you as we run toward a championship in the Xfinity Series. And, of course, lots of college
Brandon
football
Jones got
in the
some
ACC
sparks.
and Pac-12.
Brandon Jones on low air pressure.
Sparking.
Yeah, as he's swerving back and forth, you see the splitter dragging on the left side of that car. They put themselves in a great position right here, though, on late race restart.
Been doing that all weekend long. That's how these cars make grip. All those left sides just dragging the ground, basically.
Do the choose here. I think it's a no-brainer. Zilich going to take the outside. That's what we've seen from the front car all night long. But Almirola going to start on the front row for the first time this evening. Jones goes outside with Zilich. And as everyone does the choose, let's reset things for this final run of the race. Zilich, unless he has a problem, is going to win the regular season championship. Although he's done a great job coming back from the speeding penalty prior to the choose, he was 11th. And Jeb Burton was the only driver coming into tonight that was below the cut line that could point in. He's done for the evening. So now if you want to upset the playoff cut line, you're going to have to win. And I look at drivers, you know, that would have a chance to do that up there. You know, we've talked tonight about Sawalich and Eckes. Those are a couple of the drivers in the top 10 that have been in the game. But, boy, it's a long way to get to the front from where they are with only 41 laps to go.
Yeah, a couple things to watch right here as we come to the restart. Does the 19 have enough short run speed? I feel like he's maybe had a little bit of a better car than Connor on the longer run, but does he have the short run speed, clean air on the front row? The other thing to watch, I saw Allgaier took the outside, going to be like 5 or 6 rows back. Without a doubt, we will see him make it 3 wide down in turn 1.
And keep an eye on Jesse Love. He was aggressive on the last restart, diving in the bottom down into turn 1. He might want to try that move.
Cole Raz is actually 15 laps down, still behind Burton, so lap past him too.
2 3-race win streaks in the last 7 races, and he's in control tonight. Will this be the final?
Yeah, RP Davey Johnson.
Race. 88.
Yeah, green flag.
Here we go.
Some big hole right there. There's a checkup back in the field as well. Doesn't look like anyone got together too aggressively.
Advantage outside lane off of turn 2. 19 of Almirola not going away. Connor Zilich trying to pull down, but not quite clear.
19's going to have to side draft here a little bit. You see his teammate Brandon Jones gets to his outside.
Zilich still leader. Oh, man. Brandon Jones up the track. Ooh, Almirola. Here comes Jesse Love for second.
Well, they've got the whole field checked up with the 19 not having the momentum he needed off of turn 4. And if you're 3 or 4 rows back, all of that accordion effect happens. I can't believe they all made it out of that.
And Connor Zilich says, thank you very much.
See you guys later. This whole restart, just the last stints to restart, has been so jumbled up throughout the field because there was a bit of checking up as we came to the green. And then you saw what happened there, which checked up the field further here in the top 10. So they're all on top of each other. This is the restart on Lawrence guy. He got the back there, the 70.
Corey Day almost went around.
Corey Day, Awesome Hill, Eckes in the back of Corey Day. And it's just that accordion effect we see sometimes, especially at these tracks with very straightaways where the restart zone is. For whatever reason, you can't see around the cars ahead of you, and therefore you're just responding to the car in front. And look at the damage to the back bumper of Christian Eckes.
See Allgaier right there, trying to get to the outside.
Let's fall back to 16.
Did not have the restart that he needed.
10 is Daniel. Nick Sanchez fading in the final stage of the race. And that orange number 48 after qualifying up front.
And I know I referenced as we came to the green right there, does Almirola have the short run speed he needs?
see a little replay here of the 7 and the 48.
Number 64. Seems to be the common opinion here.
I mentioned earlier, you know, does Almirola have the short run speed he needs? And he doesn't. But the 2 of Jesse Love has had great short run speed. Seems like those 2 cars, after about 10 or 15 laps, it switches. 19 being a little bit better, but it's allowed Connor to get out to 1.3 second lead already.
And multiple cars have that rear damage just from that restart. Look at Sam Mayer's bumper there. It looks a lot like Christian X's as well. So many cars had contact on that restart.
Let's go to Dylan at the Care Center.
Yeah, Jeff Burton has been checked and released. Any warning or indication that tire was having issues before it let go?
No, Dylan, not really. You know, we struggled a little bit on the short run today, but our long run speed was pretty good. So just hate it for my guys. Wanted to not get a DNF, but it was kind of out of our control. But that was a hard hit. Definitely didn't feel good, but appreciate my guys. Appreciate Underlaw and all the Bomberito Auto Sport guys that help us. And yeah, it just sucks, but we'll go on to Bristol next week.
Thanks, Jeff. Glad you're okay.
All 3 Jordan Anderson cars top 10 last week at Portland. 2 DNFs for him here tonight. Tough break for that organization, but no doubt, as he said, they'll reset, be ready for Bristol on Friday evening.
Sammy Smith almost had a mega moment down in turns 1 and 2. It looked like he either had a little bit of a lockup, but got high in the corner and slid all the way up to the wall. Was able to gather it up.
Been a quiet day for that 18. Haven't said his name much at all. Didn't qualify where they wanted to, and has not said much in this race. 28 Kyle Sieg, a little push from Harrison Burton.
This might not be so quiet.
3 wide's not good here. Dean Thompson, 26. The meat in the sandwich. That 44 is Brennan Poole.
And Jeff's got a little bit of, Harrison's got a little bit of freedom right now. I know that Jeff's out, so it's allowed him to get a little more aggressive here. Well, I think it changes the mindset for that team a little bit to, hey, we don't want to have an outside the top 20 day going into the playoffs. They want to go and get a good performance, have that momentum right now. And I know they've been trying throughout the night, but definitely if it opens up the ability to be more aggressive, go after it. You want to get the best finish you can and try to have some momentum ahead in the playoffs.
Look at this. I mean, you know, Sheldon Creed is 5th. And he's got a little
Sheldon's
company
up
here
to
for William Sawalich, but the 00 has done an outstanding job. Didn't qualify great, but has driven his way up inside the top 5. If you're just joining us, he did clinch a playoff spot with his performance in Stage 1 and Stage 2. You think about his average running position, 11.6. Remarkable that he's running 5th late in the race at a place where he's won twice in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about him because he hasn't been up inside the top 10, but they've got the 00 to have really good speed here in this final stage, and we talked about his teammate Sam Mayer. We thought he was going to have really good speed, but
around goes the 25. Harrison Burton. Caution.
Hold your brake. Hold your brake. 2 cautions in this final stage, and both for drivers named Burton. The first for Jeb, and now Harrison goes around running 20th.
Yeah, but no damage to the 25 car. You look at that.
So it's about a 5.5 minute green flag run.
Got into the left rear here. When we get a replay. And I think it goes to what we were saying. Once you're not worried about the point situation, it's I want to run better, right? And you look here, the top of the screen, down the middle, just Brennan goes up the racetrack a little bit, gets into his left rear, spins around, and as you mentioned, Jamie, got away with it. No damage. It almost looks like 44 just slid up the racetrack there a little bit in the middle. Those guys being too wide, 2 rows deep. They had been having quite a battle for the last 7 or 8 laps, going back and forth. You hear Harrison stand on the throttle to keep it from backing into the wall. Like I say, a lot of cars had to go around him. I don't think there was any damage at all.
NASCAR 2011 playlist.
Position, as you spin it around, you're thinking, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. And thankfully they did.
Here's Brennan Poole's radio.
I thought he was going to stay in the 6th lane and turn down. I was already in there. I couldn't slow down anymore.
Yep, I mean, that's basically the way that we saw it. I don't think Brennan meant to do anything intentional right there.
The track's so wide. I mean, you're not guessing where those guys are going to go, but because there's so much room, you assume they're going to leave you just a little bit more.
And I think one of the things that Harris was doing is sort of that diamond line that we've seen throughout this weekend. It's a little bit of higher entry, then you turn back down and get a cleaner, straighter run off the corner. Brennan at the same time was sort of doing the natural line on the bottom, sort of going up the racetrack, and they just met there. Obviously, as you said, I don't think any of it was intentional.
Isn't it great for this team, though, and you think about where they've come throughout the season, you can have something like this happen in the final race of the regular season and still have the insurance that you need to make it into the playoffs. It's just been remarkable. And hey, I go back to Daytona, and it was all right there in front of them to throw away. And this happened early, and you're like, oh my gosh, the unthinkable. The comebacks they've had both at Daytona and then again last week in Portland have been remarkable to get them that insurance policy to have tonight.
And that has been amazing that they've just found ways to not let these moments and these issues be more detrimental than they have and been able to recover from them. And this is a sight that we saw last week at Portland getting spun out basically. But, you know, the Daytona situation could have been an absolute disaster. Portland, I mean, the recovery they had there, I think at that day, the 27 being down to the top 10 probably thought we got them, and they didn't, Kim.
Yeah, and Austin Hill just complaining about that car. He said, I can't touch throttle or anything, can't do anything with this car. Worst it's been all day, so they will look for some slight adjustments. See the chassis wrench going in right there. And then as we talk about Harrison Burton, that spin out on the radio, he did ask, was that his fault or did the 44 Brennan Poole walked up? They told him he walked up, it was not your fault. But Harrison's response was, we have to execute better. We cannot be running back here. We have to be contending up further. Can't get in other people's message. Remember, they used all 3 sets of fresh Goodyear tires that are cold, scuffed tires going on that car for Harrison Burton.
Yeah, it's a great point, Kim. Everyone had 3 sets of sticker tires laying in the pits, and you see Austin Hill come down, you're like, if you're going to pit here, why wouldn't you put on tires? They don't have any left. Harrison, after the spin, had no choice but to go to those scuffed tires, and that's just the setup here in the Xfinity Series. Everybody had 3 sets laying, and they had already utilized those with the pit stops that came earlier in the night. Sammy Smith going to limp into the playoffs. Got that win at Rockingham, and boy, he was outstanding late in the summer, but the last couple of weeks things have not gone their way. And Hood is up now for driver aid, Kim.
Now you see fluid going in. He was reporting losing brakes. They were just getting way too hot.
Sammy Smith's on pit road with the hood up.
To fix that, they'll change tires as well. Sammy Smith
Now the hood's back down. They're putting the pins back in. He's getting ready to go. Off.
You see that little bit of fire in the right rear. That's where they bled the brakes. The fluids come out. It's got on the rotor, and it's starting a small fire. It's interesting, though, Parker, to me, that the rears are the ones that lost and not the fronts.
Yeah, that was odd. It's usually the fronts there that you see. So sometimes it can be the heat and just what those brakes are, how you have them set up, that can cause that. Knew what the issue was. As you see some smoke, that could be some of that excess fluid coming out.
Sammy from Iowa gave a great battle today in the state of Iowa, college football. Iowa State, but we're done here in St. Louis for football on the CW. Going out west, San Diego State, Washington State. Kickoff set for 10:15 Eastern time. Should allow us to finish this race, hear from all these playoff drivers, and then more football. The third football game we've had on the college side today on the CW. Just been an outstanding Saturday.
So that's looking a little worse than just some of the fluid that's actually the 8 car has probably had an issue.
Oh yeah, no, that's not good.
A little bit worse.
Dropping debris now.
Well, that's not just excess fluid.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
There's more there, and as he was exiting right here off of pit road, you see all that smoke start to come out of the back of that car. And I got to think that that's maybe where he's pumped the brakes up, and maybe that line is loose, or they burnt through a line. That seems like a lot of smoke to me for brakes, but the fact that that's what they worked on, you got to assume that's what it is.
I wonder if they were maybe even just closing off that right rear caliper. It felt like it was maybe leaking or had an issue, so you close that line off, potentially. Could have been what they were doing. That's why they added the fluid as well. And now it's, continue to find a way out.
Whatever he has,
it's not what you want to see.
Good. We do the choose, and everybody kind of taking their shot at Connor Zilic. And it's going to be his buddy Jesse Love who gets his chance now, restarting on the front row. Love on the inside of Zilic.
And Love has been exceptional on these restarts. That car has really good short speed. I'm going to say he's going to be the guy that can give the 88 a run for his money here on this restart.
Allgaier 12th prior to the choose.
That is my car killed. I've asked like 5 times. I don't think you can hear me.
Yes, it's a kill. The hood's blown open on it. The fender's knocked out of it.
Oh, Rafa, I think it was I thought that playlist was private, but it was a playlist I made for myself just to watch, like all the 2011 races. But then after I added a few races, I actually just found a playlist.
37 points in the regular season.
So I never finished it.
Zilic has it in control, but he wants to deliver an exclamation point to end the regular season and win for a 9th time on the campaign. His best friend restarting to his left. 26 laps to go when we return to the green flag.
All right, give me 26 to go.
Drivers out front to get us going at St. Louis.
And this restart's all about the launch. We've seen that outside lane be able to get the best launch
Green flag.
all night long, but Jesse Love really good on these restarts.
Oh, another
Oh, shit.
there. Looks like
Oh, trouble. Here we go. Man, this is a big crash. Man, multiple cars involved. Sheldon's involved. Sheldon was the main one who kind of like started that. Allgaier's involved. That was a 13-second green flag run. Sam Mayer has a lot of damage. He's done.
And we've got debris everywhere.
Something happened to Sheldon.
They might stop the race.
The outside lane couldn't get going, and it started to stack up the lanes. And we saw this on the restart before. As you get more aggressive, you start to get some accordion effect in some of these tracks, especially these straight.
Yeah, Justin thought his car was tore before. It is extremely tore up right now. He had contact on multiple sides of that car.
We see this in these tracks because it's so straight. You can't see really around the ahead of you, so you're just dependent on the car in front of you. You're reacting to the car in front of you, especially when the restart zones are pretty late down the straightaway.
Well, there's nowhere to go. You're already up against that outside wall. But you're right. Creed had a hard time, whether he missed a shift or something broke in that car.
Yeah, so something was happening. He was slow, and then I believe his teammate Sam Mayer actually clips him. So yeah, you see he barely gets going. They try to avoid him. Sam Mayer gets squeezed between his teammate and Corey Day there. They spun around in front of the field, and then the melee breaks out.
Well, when Mayer when there was contact with Mayer initially,
he was
had no
involved.
control of his car. And so as those cars are sliding, he's collecting it, but he's just trying to.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it almost either missed his shift or just lost all power right there. And you see Sam now just trying to gather it up. That could have honestly that could have been a lot worse than what it was right there.
A couple of guys up in the top 6 need a win to make their way into the playoffs. Eckes and Sowalic, something to be thinking about. They were able to escape
a hard
the mess
hit
here that has produced our 5th caution of the night.
The other thing to think about is it's going to give Jesse Love another shot.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Why we think alike, Adam. That's why, it's just brilliant minds. He did not have the restart that he needed right there, but he's going to get another shot at it right now.
And by the way, in case you were wondering, it will be Zilic scored as the race leader. You use scoring loops to determine who where everybody will be running, but Zilic is going to be the man in control once again.
And Ryan Sieg, pretty bad beat here. He's basically cleared through this, and then the 7 of Justin Allgaier comes right across in front of him. Right at the end, you see it right there.
And Harrison did a really good job right there, getting slowed down, not getting run into. You see, it's almost 2 wrecks. There was the first wreck, and then everyone thought they were clear, but they didn't realize that Mayer was out of control from the contact he had in the front of the pack. So we kind of had the initial contact. They thought they were through it. Yeah, Corey Day, he just had nowhere to go right there.
9 cars involved in the crash. Day, after the contact, able to drive through. Hemrick got a little piece of the action in the 11, but he too was able to escape. Look at that.
Oh, like he was clear, and it just fell right in front of him. Let's take a listen to Sheldon Creed's radio.
So what he's referencing there is when he went to shift from second to third, it's not that he missed a gear, it's that when he went to put it there, there was no drive in that gear. So you lose your momentum, and he probably went to fourth or went back to second just trying to find something, but you've lost all the momentum you have, and everyone behind you, it was working properly, and it's really, I mean, it's frustrating to be in that position, but when you're Corey Day, you just aren't anticipating that.
See the drivers involved. Some got it worse than others. We said 9 were involved. We'll update that to 10. Caution number 5 comes on a restart. It's going to be right around 20 to go. We'll be racing again in St. Louis.
At your next big event, everything needs to feel just right. From the presentation to the products, 4Imprint provides outstanding branded gear, guaranteed to show up sharp and right on time. Visit 4imprint.com.
4Imprint, for certain.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, with my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay. And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. It can relieve fatigue and stop joint damage. And in PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
AbbVie can help you save.
Cerakote revolutionized car care with its #1 best-selling rapid ceramic paint seal. The unmatched gloss, slickness, and shine that you love now comes with an industry-leading 50-wash guarantee.
Introducing Cerakote's next-generation paint seal, Rapid Ceramic Platinum. Just spray it on.
Yeah, Sam Mayer did hit the wall hard.
Incredible shine and professional results that will help
Jaden's #1 right now.
Look at the difference. With over 60,000 5-star reviews, you can trust Cerakote. Buy today for under $20.
You put everything into getting it right, from launches to milestones and team recognition. With expert support, quality products, and on-time delivery, 4Imprint makes sure your brand shows up strong. 4Imprint.com.
4Imprint, for certain.
This is why you race. It's to make the playoffs and win a championship.
And race #1 of the round of 12, the playoffs begin here.
Doesn't matter the playoff points and all the other implications. #1 is to get the win at Bristol.
You're not going to find a racetrack, a facility like this. These playoff teams are putting a lot of pressure on today's race. Who can start their championship hopes on the right foot? The playoffs are underway.
Time to lay a foundation for a championship Friday night under the lights. Bristol, Tennessee. We're on the air, CW. NASCAR Countdown Live, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You look at the round of 12. You got Bristol. You've got Kansas, 1.5 miles, and you wrap things up with a wild card on the road course to Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway. But before we get to the postseason business to finish here, ending the regular season, Connor Zilisch has the lead. As we finish things out in St. Louis, going to be inside of 20 laps to go.
I really think this is the moment you talked about earlier for Jesse Love to figure out how can I get a better reset.
Connor Zilisch led 101 laps tonight. By far the most, and will be the most.
Off of 2, use the side draft down into 3. We've seen people do that. And how aggressive do you want to drive off into 3? Usually the outside has a bit of leverage, but if late in the race you want to use the fender a little bit, it's on offer.
What do you have for us, Kim?
Yeah, Sammy Smith back down pit road, just left the pit box after they continued repairs, trying to mediate and make that car last, those brakes last through these next 21 laps. But Sammy not happy. Listen to the radio transmission as they got a little debris under the splitter.
Frankie, we're racing ourselves. I'm not going to kill myself and kill myself in the wall. I got nothing to work with, so I can only do what I can do. There isn't no more fighting. It's managing
Okay.
So here's the thing in that position. That's I don't want to say scared, but that is kind of the fear there. Is you're like, listen, only I know what this brake pedal feels like.
Yep.
And when you get to turn one at this track, it's extremely fast. You need really good brakes. If they've lost the right rear caliper or whatever the issues they have on that, he's right. He's going to lift at the start-finish line. Just manage this because they're in a position that they can't race, and I feel like the team was maybe saying like, hey, we're still in this trying to come him up. And he's like, no, that's not what's happening right now.
Let's hear from Sam Mayer down to Dillon.
Sam, he has been released from the care center. So I know there was a lot of optimism about this day in general, just talking to you this morning. So how disappointing was the day today and ultimately the result too?
Yeah, I feel like we were coming to our probably best point of the race, and we were going to be in an okay spot to actually have a decent finish. This team has been the top 5 team of the year. Like, I feel like we've always been there and been a part of the races and wins. At the end, we haven't always won, but we were always there. But yeah, just really, really unfortunate way to end that one. This place is so much fun. I always love coming here. Wish we would have had a little bit better of an Audubon Ford Mustang. I'm not going to say it's as fast as Xfinity Mobile. Oh, wait. But, you know, it's, I'm just really proud of everybody for sticking with me throughout the day and making the most of it. But obviously it didn't end in our favor. But, yep, we'll be good for the playoffs. We're all right.
Thanks, Sam. He's headed to Bristol with a good attitude.
Yeah, and I would say a good resume. If you he was 16 years old, 7th start, won in a truck at Bristol, so that's a positive place for him. He's won on mile and a half. We go to Kansas, and so good at the Charlotte Roval, in particular, you know, in the playoffs last couple of years, not just road courses in general, but at that facility at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So you feel like that team, even though they've lost some momentum last couple of weeks, will be a player.
Your memory never ceases to amaze me.
The Sam Mayer Bristol truck win. There's a lot of stuff up there that we need to download.
Just getting the one to go.
Here's the choose.
The choose.
Swallowed second row. You know?
Bring your A game right here. Let's do it.
Well, and if you think back to earlier in the race, Jesse Love made it 3 wide on William getting down into turn 1. You got to assume that
It'd be really cool to see William Sawash get his first one.
He's going to be willing to do the same thing here.
And Eckes behind him. You look at 2 young drivers. They got a win to get in, and they can see the front. And if you had told them beginning this weekend you're going to be in this position, they said, you know what? After the year I've had, I'll take it.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
But having said all of that, the control vehicle is the other rookie.
I was going to say.
Dominated this night, dominated the season, and he's going to try to best his best friend on another restart here, and we'll get it with 18 laps to go.
The key for Connor is to try and clear these cars and get away, but being on that outside, it can leave him vulnerable to cars being overly aggressive, getting into his door, knocking him up the racetrack.
But he's going to have to change up the restart. You can't do the same thing he did on the last restart. You got to change it up and hope that Jesse doesn't time it out.
Go back green.
Right, or does he get
Base
the
car's
push
off.
from William Swalwich being behind him right here?
Started on the pole.
And
over 100 laps, won the opening stage. Can he finish the
green flag's back in the air. 18 to go.
We're green again in St. Louis.
Way better start by Jesse Love, but look at William Sawash.
Oh, shit. 3 wide. Here comes Sawalish. Zilic pulls away. Here comes Almirola.
The 19 might have the best run of anybody heading down the backstretch. See if he can do anything with him when they get to turn 3.
Jesse Love swallowed up there through the middle. He's going to lose a host of positions down into turn 3.
The 19 trying to sneak to the inside.
Caution. Debris.
See it right there.
Oh.
Someone hit it.
He found it.
Almirola's just been kind of laying in the weeds all night long.
Yeah, but honestly, that front row inside's almost a sitting duck.
That was about a 36-second green flag run.
I mean, as much as we want to see a race out in turn 1, that inside of the front row just cannot get the momentum that they need, and it's almost like the guy in third can get to their inside, or if you're in second, you need to choose the outside, and choose behind the leader.
Sawalich's probably going to be in the same situation on the next restart that he was on this last one.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe he learned something there that will help him. And there's that debris. It's like everybody's, going. That's when you need the GPS to alert you that there's
the
an
waves
object in the road.
Yeah, waves. Yeah.
there's a lot of we had that 10-car incident a couple restarts ago, and now you see the result of that is a lot of cars are just bare bonding damage out there, and that looked like it could have had some metal in it as well, so you don't want that on the racetrack.
Free pass.
Where you need to be right there, dude. So they're getting along.
So this was a way better restart by Jesse Love. He stays far closer to Connor Zilic, but as you mentioned, James, Swalich just gets that run down into one. He sticks it 3 wide. This puts Jesse Love in a really awkward position and allows Zilic to get away. The outside has all the momentum, and it just seems like from here, the bottom just doesn't work, and Swalich is going to net out basically in the same position. Yeah, at his one spot, then he started.
And what you have to remember is without a doubt, those spotters for Connor and Jesse Love, they had to tell them there's going to be some desperation behind you. Yeah, kid has to win in order to get in. So that's in the back of your mind too. So when they split you 3 wide, you know that his whole season's riding on possibly coming out with the lead on this restart. So you're going to have to get him room or get wrecked.
And it looks like they're going to put him 3rd. So it's kind of just I love the aggression.
Yeah, I think it was great. I think it's a good idea. That's what you've got to do if you're in that position. It happened to him, ironically, earlier in the race with Jesse Love, who made it 3 wide. So, yeah, I mean, he did the exact same move back to him, and he's got to do what he's got to do to get to the front.
Now he's got the opportunity to choose the outside.
Let's get a report
See if he does.
Driver 18. Here's Kim.
Yeah, the team coming on the radio after that last restart and praising the driver, saying really good job. They liked how aggressive he was, looking for more of that on the next restart. But as we look at this top 3, very interesting, especially Amarola and Swalich both in the top 3 together, because Eric has been really instrumental and helpful to William as a driver coach as of late. Jeff Mendering was telling me he spent a lot of time helping him, answering questions. And if you were watching our qualifying coverage earlier today, immediately after Eric Amarola took his qualifying lap, he found William, kind of coached him through what to do out on the racetrack. That resulted in a 3rd place qualifying effort. So we'll see if the student can outrun the teacher here in this, what could be the final restart.
It's such a good dynamic what they have going on, because Eric has nothing to prove, and he's been around for a long time. And we talk about teammates within NASCAR. They don't ever really want to help the other one. Like you're like not genuinely helping. And I think with Eric, it is genuine, and he's been around a long time and has learned a tremendous amount. Dylan?
Well, hey, guys, it's, of course, NASCAR playoff season here on the CW, but it's also football season on the CW, and Hail Mary is a term that has been thrown around, no pun intended, used a lot in this 16 camp this week. They felt like they had a car that was going to be good enough. They worked on it a lot in practice. They started out, as Christian said, just horrible, and got it by the end of it to be pretty good. So felt like they were definitely trending in the right direction, and we've talked about the experience he has at this racetrack, 9 starts here. He felt like this time of night, when the track has gone through the transition from the sun being out to cooled down, now that it's full darkness, was going to be where he excelled. So they've got the track position. Christian feels like he's got the experience and the knowledge to know what he needs to do. Now it's just about going and doing it here with 14 to go. They need to win, of course, to get into the playoffs, so anything goes, I think, for the 16 at this point.
It is Hail Mary time. We're getting ready for the choose. Let's get some intel from Team 2, Jesse Love, who's 5th prior to the selection on lane.
I think it's top of it, even. It's my gut. What do you think? You're not making it happen if you start on the top. It's violence thing, Yeah, I mean, if you want to be the
looks like we're going to go back to like 12 to go.
agree with that.
Yeah, but
We saw Allgaier make the top earlier in the race as well, so I don't know that I would totally agree with that.
I know what he's saying, which is it feels like you're able to make moves down the bottom, do the pop out that Swalich just did to him that he had done earlier, and you feel like maybe at the top, maybe you're at everyone else's mercy of just having the momentum around the outside. But I think if you look at the evidence of the last few restarts, the top has been the place to be.
Well, in about 15 seconds, we're going to find out.
Will I get the answer?
We're going to find out exactly what they're all going to do.
Exciting.
We'll do the choose with 13 laps to go. We'll get the green flag with 12 remaining. By the way, Zilic, who has now led 108, be 109, 109 laps in this race. That's the most he's ever led in an Xfinity race. Zilic goes high, and there you go.
Wow. Swalich to the top. Yeah, and Love
didn't really have a choice there because Brandon Jones took the top row. Yeah,
to stay on the outside.
To stay in that outside lane. Well, this is going to be fun. And, you know, we've talked a little bit about the rivalry between Zilich and Sawalich, and they raced each other hard, went at it a lot in ARCA competition. We'll see if Sawalich has something here on what could be the final restart of the night. And look at some of the drivers in the top 10. We've talked about the rookies that need to win and get in. Hendrick kind of out of nowhere is up to 7th. Day having a great night. Rexlaw finds himself 9th, having a really good evening in the 4-car. And the 10 of Daniel Dye also in the top 10. Matt DiBenedetto's back there restarting close to the top 10 as well. In fact, after the choose, he is inside the top 10. So good efforts for those guys tonight. 12 to go.
All right, gonna be 12 laps to go.
6 cautions, and most of them have come late, and in particular on these restarts when everybody gets aggressive.
We've had issues.
Pace cars
here
off.
with cars checking up the accordion effect. Let's see if this one's smooth.
The young phenom and the old crafty veteran. Zilich outside of Almirola.
And green flag. Oh man, contact.
He's gonna have some momentum right here. William got in the back of Connor Zilich and had him spin the tires. Connor drove in really deep. We'll see if he's able to make it stick. You see the 19. Gonna get a little bit of
oh man.
down the backstretch. Look at JD8 coming inside lane. Zilich nearly got in the wall. 3 wide for second. That's Sawalich in the outside.
It's Sawalich coming on the outside for second.
The momentum of that outside lane, so good down the backstretch.
It's like he overdrove it a little bit. Jesse loves the inside, but he's included them. They're now 3 wide back there.
Look at Atkins coming to the inside.
Look at all those Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas there for position. 11 laps to go.
And you guys talked about Brandon Jones, you know, giving up a row to be on the outside. The outside has just been the place to be.
11 to go.
Especially if you can survive turns 1 and 2.
And for William Sawalich now, it's setting his sights on trying to catch the 88 car. If he wants to make the playoffs, he's going to have to get there.
To go for Connor Zilich. Dominating performance. Knocking on the door of the regular season championship. And a 9th win and a 4th.
Oh man.
Could get
Some
another
contact there.
Another car we seem to be able to make that outside work. Brandon Jones rolled in on the outside.
All clear, all clear, all clear, all clear.
Atkins sailed it in there deep.
That works great for him. He's right in front of him. That was awesome. What a move by Christian Atkins. So this is the performances we thought we'd see.
Zilich pulling away from Sawalich, it looks like.
Such a tough season for Christian Atkins and that Colleague Racing team. They've just not been able to have the finishes. They've had tons of bad luck. And now in a top 3 position here late.
Go back and take a look. This restart looks to me, I don't know if the 18 actually got into the 88. Like all those guys a little bit, but see, Zilich, they've thrown everything at him today, and he's been able to come out on top on all these restarts. He's done an exceptional job. Oh, that was on contact for Corey Day.
He's 9th right now.
That's part of the learning experience, following cars 2x2, dirty air, restarts like that. You've got to know where that car is going to take off when it loses that air on the nose like it did there.
You just hope that Day can hold it together and get that first career top 10.
How much fun is this? You got 2 guys following Connor Zilich that if they win, they're going to make it into the playoffs. Both of those guys hoping for another caution and another shot at it. But I think what a race for these 2 guys to put themselves in that position with 8 laps to go.
And you have to think that William Sawalich, Christian Atkins are driving right now.
Yeah, I don't think Sawalich will have enough time.
Knowing what's on offer just up there. If you can get to that white 88 that's dominating the summer portion of this season, you could have a trip to the playoffs and go fight for a championship.
Top 4 were rookies last week at Portland, 5 of the top 6. Top 3 rookies tonight with what will be 6 laps remaining in St. Louis.
And if you're Will Sawalich in second, kind of maintain the lap time running that part of the track. Do you move around, try to search around, see if you can find some more grip? The lap times are as fast as we've seen all night. The track cooling down.
And one thing I'd be doing if I'm William Sawalich, be messing with that brake bias. Everything you've learned tonight about the long run. How can you keep speed and potential in that race car? Do you need the movement base?
They've got some left in the tank. Coming back to 5 to go.
Right, that's maybe just have something that left in that car, especially if you can get a restart here, but also just do what you can to make sure that car is as fast as it can be as we get later here. Try and keep the heat out of the front tires, keep the speed in it.
Great veteran on the pit box, Jeff Mendering, leading 18-year-old William Sawalich. His career best last week at Portland when he was a runner-up to the guy he trails right now, Connor Zilic.
Eckes fastest car on the track that last lap. The guy in third right there, number 16. I don't think he has enough time, though, to get there at the pace he's running right now.
And I look at that 16, and I think about the drama in a regular season finale when A.J. Allmendinger got it done in Bristol and picked up the crown. 4 laps to go for Zilic.
If you're Swalich's team, you're seeing the line that Chris Eckes is running down there in 3 and 4. He's been going up a little bit more. Looks like Williams tried that down in 1 and 2 to maybe get a better run off of 2. But Christian's been really aggressive, being higher up in 3 and 4. You've got to be giving him that information to probably apply it for him.
Yeah, those first 2 cars, Zilic and Sawalich, just matching lap time for lap time. Almost identical lap times the last 3 or 4 laps. Eckes, again, just a little bit quicker that last lap. It's going to run out of time.
More good clean with there.
3 to go, and now if you're Zilic, you're like, I've got an advantage, just get me back to that white flag so we don't have any more restarts. That would be a worst case scenario for him in this situation.
And if you're these two, you'd love a restart.
You know, they are going to need a restart, yeah, without a doubt.
One more time.
Give me one more shot at it.
Top 2 drivers had never seen this track prior to practice yesterday. But boy, have they gotten it done. 2 remaining.
Well, and you think about Connor, a lot of tracks he hasn't been to this year. I think about Pocono, one of the harder tracks that we go to. Never been to Portland, yeah. Never been to these tracks. Showed up, did an incredible job able to get to victory lane at both of those tracks.
And it's just been every single type of track. There is no weaknesses. There hasn't been short track weakness. Obviously, the road course.
All right, coming to the white flag.
He's been at the front of those. It doesn't matter. He finds a way to the front at these, no matter what the track
Connor
is.
Zilic's been dominant.
He has been.
What is it? 7 out of his last 8, so this make it 8 out of his last 9. White flag.
Nice and easy through turns 1 and 2 and a final drive down the back straightaway.
Connor Zilich dominant tonight.
For CZ.
Looks like he'll lead 120 laps.
Championship.
It's all done.
Victories. That's the most ever.
And here he comes.
And an exclamation point here tonight.
On the front stretch.
Connor
We're going to do it. Connor Zilich, dominant win tonight at Gateway. Hey, he's a regular season champion now, too.
You guys, thank you. Pit crew, awesome job. Thank you guys. Good job today. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Connor Zilich gets the victory, the regular season crown. Taylor Gray, another rookie, didn't have the night he wanted, but does the job and clinches a playoff spot on points. He'll be championship eligible on Friday night. And what a season for Harrison Burton. Wasn't always easy down the stretch. Wasn't easy down the stretch of the regular season for driver 25, but AM Racing, he has taken to a whole new level. And Harrison...
Watch out! Teddy, the cameraman there, just got a really good call.
Last time the driver won 4 in a row in the Xfinity Series 2022, Noah Gregson. He was also driving for Junior Motorsports.
Oof. He did hit the wall there.
Third time a driver won 4 in a row in Xfinity Series history, and this marks his 14th consecutive top 5 finish. That's the second best all time.
Just insane. And you heard Marty Lindley talk about all he's been through this season. Broke his back at Talladega, broke his collarbone at Watkins Glen. It has been an adventure for Zilich this year. Unbelievable.
the regular season championship, the extra 5 playoff points for tonight. 59 points he's going to have heading into the playoffs.
No, Jamie's doing math.
Whoa, no, wait.
That's
Wait a
very
second.
at that.
Watch out.
Hey, I got to tell you what, let's salute William Sawalich.
Yep.
Because he had a lot of rookie moments, right? Several DNS. So many times just wrong place, wrong time. But back-to-back runner-up finishes, and there is no doubt when you look at his performance the last couple of months, he has taken some major steps, even though he's not going to be championship.
Time out the roof hatch.
Smile on his face. Yeah, he's happy with what happened tonight. Yeah,
Put it all
absolutely.
out there, and he was his best when it mattered.
Don't
most.
fall off, dude.
Rookies finish in the
careful.
3 positions.
Don't
and once
fall.
Again, they are led by Connor Zilic. 10 career victories.
Got to be some PTSD right there, right? Be careful, boy.
Every time I see him climb up on one of these things, I'm like, whoa.
He slid off his car.
My dad. Yeah, easy, Dad.
I love that.
Let's join the celebration. Here's Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, Connor Zilic locks in the regular season championship. Also becomes only the 3rd driver in Xfinity Series history to get 4 wins in a row. Adds his name to the list of Sam Ard and Noah Gragson. Man, you were the dominant car all day long. Had to survive, though, a multiple late race restarts. How did you do it?
Yeah, that one was stressful. Man, that's awesome. 4 in a row. I think that's 7 of the last 8 for our WeatherTech Chevrolet team. Thank you, the WeatherTech. It's Cooper McNeil's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday. It's my mom's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mom. I love you. And, yeah, man, that's awesome. 4 in a row. A lot of fans here. It's awesome to come here to St. Louis and bring the Xfinity Series back here. So thank you guys for showing out tonight. And, yeah, it's awesome. We're going to celebrate this and the regular season championship.
This summer has been one for the history books. You culminate as the regular season champion. As you head to the playoffs, things kick off at Bristol. How confident are you continue this run?
Man, this is gonna be tough to keep up. Honestly, you know, it's rare that you can go on a run like this, and every week I show up thinking, man, this is gonna be the weekend that we just go run 8th and just aren't great. But every weekend we show up and we're a winning race car, and my pit crew executes, my team executes, and everybody does their job, and we end up doing burnouts on the front stretch. So yeah, it's awesome to be able to do this and win this many races. This is the most wins JRM's ever won in a year as well, so really cool to do that for them as well.
Enjoy it.
Thank you, Kim.
Connor Zilic, a winner here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Zilly Zockers wins it.
In a row, William Sawalich comes up just 1 spot short of that first career win. Does that make it sting even that much more to be that close?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It kind of is what it is. 88 was on rails tonight. I mean, I think it was definitely the best car all night, but our Sound Good GR Super was certainly as fast as Xfinity Mobile tonight. I mean, didn't make the playoffs, but we certainly gave them a run for their money. Aggressive all night, had good long run speed, short run speed, whatever you want to say, but proud of the boys to bring me a good car, and you know, there's always next year.
Your progression the last month or so, but just this whole year has been something that we've all witnessed and seen. To even be in this position, what does that say just about your resilience and the resilience of this team too, to even be in this spot?
Yeah, I mean, obviously never give up. That's never what you want to do. You just want to keep battling and putting in the hard work, studying, learning, like I've been doing, simulator, reviewing footage, whatever it is. I'm just trying to do what I can do to get better for the guys.
And that first win is right around the corner, it seems like, for William Sawalich. Valiant effort, but comes up just a spot short.
2 words come to mind when I look at William Sawalich. Playoff spoiler.
Yeah.
Because he's
Alrighty,
great right now. You know, in the season...
That was fun. I enjoyed that race. Connor Zilic gets the win once again. And, yeah. He was just fucking dominant. I was right again with my win pick. Sheldon finished 30th. Not good. But, yeah. Damn. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. And peace out.